Testing 1, 2, check test 1, 2. Hello and welcome into the Columbus Civic Center. Devin Doback along with you. He scores!
Strength isn't built in a single race. It's earned, mile after mile, pedal after pedal, step after step. The same endurance that drives athletes to the finish line fuels the steady hands and sharp focus required in surgery. It's about resilience, precision, and commitment, in competition and in the operating room. Because true performance means showing up with excellence, no matter the arena.
Looking for non-stop fun? Sky Zone Biloxi at the Edgewater Mall is the place to be. Jump off wall-to-wall trampolines, dunk on the basketball court, or conquer the warrior course. Sky Zone Biloxi truly has something for everyone. And now, you can celebrate big with our newly upgraded birthday party packages to make their special day unforgettable. Get ready to jump, play, and soar higher than ever at Sky Zone Biloxi.
Looking for your next ride? Get more at Matt Bowers Hyundai Gulfport. Every new Hyundai comes with Matt's lifetime powertrain warranty on top of Hyundai's America's Best warranty and owner assurance. No one on the coast offers more, so why go anywhere else? Visit us today during the Getaway Sales event happening now just off Lorraine Road north of I-10. Official sponsor of your Biloxi Breakers.
Shop smart, buy local. Matt Bowers Hyundai Gulfport.
Ben & Jerry's is serving up true ice cream euphoria inside the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino in Biloxi. You're sure to find your new favorite among more than 34 flavors. Let us scoop yours in one of our freshly baked waffle cones. Ben & Jerry's at Hard Rock Hotel and Casino Biloxi, where euphoria awaits.
Fly in for a daiquiri that scores every time. Mile High Daiquiris is an aviation-themed daiquiri shop and the official daiquiri of the Biloxi Breakers. Open 7 days a week and offering 15 refreshing flavors, Jell-O shots, beer, and even a non-alcoholic daiquiri. They supply mobile daiquiris for weddings, birthday parties, and events. Only 4.6 miles west of the Mississippi Coast Coliseum. Grab your crew and come try the best daiquiris on the Gulf Coast where flavor takes flight. Become a frequent flyer at 1107 Cowan Road, Suite B, Gulfport.
At Superior Optical Lab, we're proud to be certified as a service-disabled, veteran-owned small business and to provide quality eyewear to veterans to whom we all owe our freedom. Thank you for your service.
Recharge your body. Reset your mind. Revive your spirit. At Revive and Thrive, every detail is designed to elevate your recovery and well-being. Unwind in our serene salt therapy room and float suite. Awaken your senses with the benefits of cold water immersion. Then, step into a custom-built sauna featuring soft Himalayan salt lighting for athletes, adventurers, and anyone ready to unlock the power of recovery. Discover the difference at reviveandthrivems.com.
Coastal Prints is a brand new business on the coast specializing in screen printing, embroidery, and promotional items. Being local and with 30 plus years of experience, Coastal Prints carries all the hottest clothing brands and thousands of promotional items. Uniforms, workwear, hats, drinkware, coolers, tchotchkes, and much more. Coastal Prints will make your brand and logo stand out. Come see the new showroom on Seaway Road in Gulfport or visit coastalprints.com or call 228-COASTAL.
The Mississippi Gulf Coast is where community and teamwork come together, on and off the ice. Foshi Residential is proud to support the Biloxi Breakers as they bring the heat to the rink this season. Foshi Residential manages 3 unique apartment communities along the coast, each offering modern finishes, resort-style amenities, and a location that puts coastal living right at your doorstep. Ready to find your community? Visit foshiresidential.com/Biloxi Breakers for more information.
Every new Hyundai from Matt Bowers comes with Matt's lifetime warranty included. That's in addition to Hyundai's America's Best Warranty, a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty, and Hyundai Owner Assurance. You get both warranties, making a new Hyundai from Matt Bowers an excellent value. Come visit us today during the Getaway Sales event at our new showroom just off Lorraine Road north of I-10 in Gulfport.
Shop smart, buy local. Matt Bowers Hyundai, Gulfport.
When injury knocks you out, Bienville Orthopedic Specialists will be there for you every step of the way. We are here to get you back in the game, back in motion, back to your life. Our elite team of orthopedic specialists will work side by side with you, educating you about your treatment plan, utilizing advanced technology, and providing you with a successful path to recovery. Bienville Orthopedic Specialists. We will get you back.
When things heat up, you don't just want a cold one. You want the coldest one. The cold lagered, cold filtered, cold packaged one. Mountain Cold Refreshment. Coors Light. Choose chill.
Hello out there, we're on the air. It's hockey night tonight. Tension grows, the whistle blows, and the puck goes down the ice. The goalie jumps and the players bump and the fans all go insane. Someone roars, Bobby scores, that's a good old hockey game. Oh, the good old hockey game is the best game you can name. And the best game you can name is the good old hockey game. Where players dash, the skates are flash, the home team trails behind. But they grab the puck and go bursting up and they're down across the line. They storm the crease like bumblebees, they travel like a burning flame. We see them slide the puck inside, it's a good old hockey game.
And we welcome you back to episode 28 of Breaker Banner. It's a day one guy from training camp, Xavier Charbonneau, one of 7 remaining on this roster. Hard to believe, but he's still with us. And Xavier, you dodged 27 bullets. I know you didn't really want to be here, but here you are. Excited to have you on for an interview. Welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me.
Now we're just going to get the elephant right out of the way. The United States takes down Canada. We had a nice little banter going on with that, but a 2-1 overtime win, and the women as well winning gold over Canada. What are your initial thoughts after taking in that game on, what was it, Sunday morning? Sunday morning.
Yeah, I will say it was a great game.
It was a great
game. Canada dominated all the game, and it's true. And in the OT, USA just capitalized on the chances on a broken play, and hockey's like this sometimes.
Yeah, well, you know, you got to watch the game, and of course, McKinnon missing the empty net, Taves getting robbed by Hellebuck. I'll agree with you, Canada was the better team, but Hellebuck stole that one. So it was awesome. First gold medal in 46 years for the States, but I know that with a Canadian-heavy Biloxi Breaker team, there was a lot of sorrows. We just mentioned A.J. Schlepp in his call-up. He said, we're not good at anything anymore. That's where his mindset was at. So it was pretty funny watching that all go down. But yeah, so now that we've got that out of the way, I know you want to provide one back.
Yeah.
So
I want to say to you that you still don't have the Super Bowl this year.
I'm a big Patriots fan. Sharps is a Seahawks fan, so he got his lick in there. And yeah, that was a tough one for me to swallow, especially because it wasn't like they just had no business. It was the worst football game I've seen them play in quite some time. It's like watching last year's Patriots. So definitely was gravy to be there, but definitely a tough one. But Sharps, neither here or there. Let's now get into your career. So tell us about your early hockey journey growing up in Val-David, Quebec. When did you begin to play?
I began at 4 years old in an outdoor rink league. It was pretty fun. I was just playing for fun at first, and it's pretty much like my mom's come to the games on a hardcore rink, and one of his friends was just talking with my mom and say like, your kid got some potential. You should like bring him to the House League at least and see how it went there, and maybe it's gonna get further. So after it was just like I fell in love with the game. It's just
Storybook.
It's the best game ever, you know?
It is the best game ever. That's why we love what we do. But early mentors and coaches, and how did they shape your love for the game? Were there people that had an impact on you from a young age?
For real, I've been really lucky all my career about coaches. They all bring something every year. I've been like really like well mentored with my coaching staff. They always like have trust in me, make me play some different role every year and everything. So it will be a long list, but like every year I've been like really well mentored and well coached. So.
And that's awesome to be able to have all that help growing up and now to play at the professional level. It's got to be a very rewarding feeling as well as for them. But I know you're not someone who has a favorite NHL team. So I guess, was there a favorite NHL player that you had and modeled your game after growing up?
Growing up was really like Sidney Crosby, Patty Kane, all that era. But right now, I would say I really enjoy watching Celebrini plays. Like he's really like a young, talented player, and it's really nice to see him play like at such a young age and dominate that much in the league.
Yeah,
I really enjoy.
years old.
It's not the best team ever, San Jose, but like he's really good.
Yeah, Celebrini's awesome. I was just chuckling to myself there because of how many opportunities he had to win the gold medal for Canada in the last game. But no, he is truly a generational talent, and I'm excited to see how him and Bedard and all these young Canadian players come out of their shell and grow up. But other sports and activities you did. You're quite the athlete growing up, but what else were you involved in outside of hockey?
I play a lot of sports growing up, not really like competition-wise, but like just for fun and everything. I really like playing different sports. I was swimming, playing soccer younger. I played baseball with my dad sometimes, just throwing the ball. Volleyball, beach volleyball during summer. Like a lot of sports. I'm really like I enjoy sports. So, and it was good for myself, for my development too, because I work some different type of exercise and different type of muscles. So I really think that brings another level, in even like when the season of hockey was coming.
Yeah.
Because I was just like
staying active, staying in shape, and just being an active guy. That pays dividends, especially when you're growing up trying to play competitively and get to the highest level possible. Being active year-round is very important. But we'll pick it up where your EP starts. 2016 to 2018, you're with the Nord Selects Bantam AAA team.
Yep.
62 games played, 21 goals, 13 assists. What did you enjoy about your time playing at this Bantam AAA level?
With that team, it was really like, because it was like kind of a program school. So all the team was at the same schools for like 4 or 5 years, depends on the player. But for myself, I was there 4 years, and I enjoy all the memories with the boys. It was like.
And you're an 03 guy, so this is you're only, 13, 15 years old, just about, growing up in that era?
So I've been with that group of guys because it was pretty much always the same group for the 4 years. And like it was maybe since I'm 12 to 16 with the same guys, so I got like a love of relation with those guys, like friendly relation.
Yeah.
And it's like pretty much a big thing for me because it was really those memories, you can't forget it.
Absolutely. How did you see your game develop? So playing with that group, developing a chemistry, in what ways did you see your game elevate?
I think it's really nice to play with the same group because you can build chemistry and learn to play with different type of player. But I've been lucky too because each year, like I was saying, it was like really different years every time for me. I've been the fourth line grinder to the first line sniper. I was really a swift knight like all the time, all my career, all long. So I've been on different roles. So it's really nice to be with those type of player and with all the coaching staff too. put trust in me and on different type of role, and I think it's pretty much what it's like brings my development really high at that time.
So you finish up your time in Bantam, 2018 to 2020, so right up until about COVID time, that 2 to 3 year gap. You're with the Nord Selects Midget Espoir, and I'm probably going to pronounce a few of these French words wrong, but I'll get as close as I can. 30 games played, 17 goals, and 8 assists in that span. So as you continued to go up the ranks and grow, starting to get now closer to the 18-year-old age mark, which is when juniors begins, things of that nature. But how did you feel yourself adapt to the game as you got older? Did you feel like you were able to play up to the competition? Did you feel above the competition? Were you a bit of a grinder? Like, what part of your game did you feel yourself really focused on at that time?
I will say I'm a gamer. I consider myself like a gamer, and I will always like do everything to win. So I would say I was not above. I always consider myself a little bit lower to the level to motivate me to be better. But I was really trying to just make my place. I've never been like in a, I don't know how to really say it, but I can say like I never had my spot guaranteed every year.
Right.
I really need to work hard every year to make my spots, and I think I was kind of that mindset in those years because I wanted to go on a higher level. So I just keep myself like not too high, not too low, just to keep working hard and try to find a little way to make my spots in those kind of teams and show myself after that.
Yeah, you kind of took my next question right out of my mouth, which was, so you're playing at that AA level, and it was a thought. You wanted to try and get to that AAA level. Like, that was something that you were fully striving to be able to do. And if we flash now to 2020, you did jump to AAA, and you're able to stick there for the rest of the year. 5 goals and 12 assists and 27 games played for the Saint-Hyacinthe Gaulois. How'd I do? Not close?
The Gaulois de Saint-Hyacinthe. Saint-Hyacinthe Gaulois.
Saint-Hyacinthe Gaulois.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, you're not bad, but you need to work on your French.
How did it feel to make that jump mid-season, and were you concerned about your spot? I know, like, mentally you mentioned, like, you were conscious of trying to move up, but now that you made it there and, you're playing the back half of the season, how were you able to kind of block that out and focus on your game playing at that now higher level?
I know my values as a player, too, so I try to stay at, like, not too high, not too low, like I was saying, but I know my value as a player, and I'm really confident as a player. So I just try to keep it calm. I'm not really a stressed guy in life. So when I heard that I was moving up, I was just like, keep it calm, keep it cool, calm and collected,
Yeah.
With the
composure.
Composure with the new group of guys too. I didn't know, so I was just trying to play low key, not being too like trying to be the big thing in the lineup and everything. Don't keep my head like really calm and everything. But I can say that I made a great first impression with them.
Good. Welcome into the Breakers TV pregame show. My name's Devin Dobek, the voice of the Breakers, along with you. The final home-and-home series between the River Dragons and the Breakers set to get going here on Friday night at the Civic Center in Columbus, Georgia. Welcome into the Breakers TV pregame show. My name's Devin Dobek, the voice to watch in this game. For Columbus, very simple. The 1-2 punch of Tyler Barrow and Ryan Hunter. Tyler Barrow, currently the front runner for MVP in the FPHL this season, leads the league in goals and assists with 31 and 50 respectively. Ryan Hunter, 30 goals in 30 games. One of the league's most elite goal scorers, had a stint in the ECHL this season, now returns as Columbus looks to continue their playoff push. Columbus is going to have a taste for blood here tonight, having their 13-game winning streak coming to an end with back-to-back losses against the PD Ice Cats back in front of their home crowd. This is one they have to have if they want to find a way to move up into that second spot in the Continental Division. As for the Breakers, new captain named last week, number 27, Lucas Bikarchek, 10 goals and 22 assists for him this season, leads the team in both departments as well. He's going to be playing big minutes in crucial scenarios, and if he can find a way to produce, that's going to be a huge catalyst for the Breakers in this one tonight. Also, Matt Stoya, wearing number 2 in blue now, the former Columbus River Dragon, back in his home arena for the first time, going to be looking to impose his will and make his presence felt against the team that traded him a couple weeks ago. So keep an eye out for Matt Stoya. Keys to the game for the River Dragons, very simple. Special teams is where they thrive. 26.2% on the power play. That leads the division. They're also the number 2 kill in the division. So special teams finding ways to capitalize and play discipline will be huge for Columbus if they want to find a way to beat the Breakers here tonight. The Breakers play a full 60 minutes. Match the physicality of your opponent. So many times we've seen the Breakers come out flying in period 1. And then in period 2, it looks like something changes. If they can find a way to string together 60 minutes of good hockey, they can play with this team. Although Columbus has taken each of the 7 previous matchups, there's been some close ones that have come down to those second and third period moments, and then all of a sudden things have changed. Again, the Breakers got to be physical here tonight. You're coming into a rowdy environment. Columbus fans are always going to be bringing it, so got to find a way to play physical, keep the crowd out of the game, and match your opponent's shot total. Have to find a way to get 30, 40 shots in on Tyler Roy tonight, who will be in goal for the River Dragons, and Tom Borodkin will be in the goal for your Biloxi Breakers. My name is Devin Dobek. I'll be with you on the call at 7:35 Eastern Time on Breakers TV.
It's Hockey Night live from Columbus, Georgia. I'm your man, Devin Dobek, the voice of the Breakers, along with you. The 8th meeting between the Breakers and the River Dragons this season in the final from the Civic Center. We're going to get into our national anthem, and then we'll hop into our tale of the tape on the other side. Don't go anywhere, right here on Breakers TV. And we welcome you back inside the Columbus Civic Center. Devin Dobek, the voice of the Breakers, along with you. Let's take a look at our tale of the tape ahead of this 8th meeting. Columbus just had their 13-game winning streak snapped with back-to-back losses against the PD Ice Cats last weekend, but they come in 26-12-4. That's good for 3rd in the Continental Division, 8 points out of 2nd place, so about 2.5 games. 2 in an overtime win, to be exact. Breakers 6-33-1. They've lost 13 in a row. 3.1 goals per game for the Breakers, 4.3 for the River Dragons. Goal differential of plus 26 for the Dragons. They were hovering around that +1, +2 mark for a while, and now they've been able to blow it open thanks to their win streak. Breakers a -115. On the power play, Columbus a Continental Division best, 26.2%. The only team in the league better than them is the Binghamton Black Bears. The Breakers 18.4%. On the kill, Columbus 2nd in the Continental at 83.7%. The Breakers 67.2%. Number 3 team in the Continental versus the number 7. And Columbus has taken all 7 matchups. One of them has gone to overtime. That was back in the Caden Henry era. A fun game, 7-6. The River Dragons took that one in this same building. Wow, we'd have to take a look. It would be all the way back on November the 15th. So much has changed in that time. Breakers with a whole new look. Some interesting storylines tonight. Matt Stoya going up against his former team for the first time since the trade over for Yaroslav Dakimov. And Al Rodi out of Rivier University, graduated from there, was the captain in his final season
where he played 4. But 5'11", 183 out of Lamont, Illinois, 24 years old, making his professional debut tonight. His rookie lap is on our social media channels if you'd like to check that out. But Roti, 93 games played at Riviere with 15 goals and 14 assists with 119 penalty minutes. Finish as the captain there. Excited to see what he's able to do in his pro debut. River Dragons, Breakers. Home and home set kicks off now. The final pair of meetings between these two. Tonight Columbus, tomorrow Biloxi. We're ready for puck drop. Matt Bauer's Hyundai starting lineup for the Breakers is Stoya, Koch, and Pikarczyk with Flanagan and Mullins and Anton Borodkin in between the pipes for the Breakers. And we're underway from the Columbus Civic Center. And once again, a Let's Go Dragons chant kicks us off here. Flanagan able to bank it back out to the neutral zone. It's chipped right back in for Jemayev. Jemayev around the wall where Kyle Moore picks it up. Moore shimmies his way down below the end line. Holding it, looks to center. It goes off of Mullins and then below the end line. Breakers playing with 4 defensemen tonight after the trade of Lair Patakin earlier this week. Big rebound in front. Moore shovels it on goal. They score. Anton Borodkin out of his crease trying to be aggressive and make the stop. And shoveling the loose change right on the doorstep is Kyle Moore. Breakers defense had a few chances to swat it away, but it just bled through. And just 35 seconds in, the River Dragons lead it 1-0. Cody Wickline lining up with Carter Thornton there. Wickline playing in its 200th career FPHL game. Carter Thornton playing in his 150th. Congratulations to both of them, hitting a milestone here tonight. And I think they just exchanged some congratulations ahead as well. Tyler Barrow, front runner for MVP in the FPHL this season. 31 goals and 50 assists, leads the Fed in both departments. He's been exceptional. Wilkes University graduate at the D3 level and has come into the FPHL after a couple SPHL seasons and really begun to take over. Trey Fisher out there on the line with Thornton and Roti. It's tied up. Thornton will sling it in deep. It goes off the glass, and he'll go chase. Banked up towards the point. Fisher and Storjohn clash in the near circle. It comes back inside. Underwood gave it away. Bad touch. Thornton ripped it over the goal. Good look for Thornton. Had to rush the shot and gave it a good chance. Thornton gets it back. Wickline picked off by Roti. He holds and shoots. Blocked down in front by Underwood, the captain of the River Dragons. Roti down in the corner. Cross ice Spinelli closing in between the circles, shoots. Big save. Fisher had the rebound and couldn't corral it on the forehand. Good chance to get a shot away at Tyler Roy. Spinelli again. Thornton tried to redirect it, and it goes into the corner. Great shift for the Breakers line. Roti with a great first shift as a professional. Barrow dancing his way in. Shot got deflected in deep. Barrow into the skates of Ryan Galvin, his former teammate at Wilkes University and now here with the Dragons. Ross Bartlett back to work. Shot with purpose off the pad of Roy and kept out. Bartlett in the corner again. Swings one back down below the end line. Don Heaven Veyu wearing number 42 as he does on the road lately. Flanagan touches to Mullins, who can't quite get it out of the zone, but Matt Gellerman able to finish the job. Gellerman will clear it in deep and head to the bench for a change. Tyler Roy slow things down. Roy this season, 16-7-0-1 with an .883 save percentage and a 3.91 goals against average. Does have one shutout. Ben Pizzamenti gets a shift in after recently returning from the SPHL and the Birmingham Bulls, as well as the Macon Mayhem. 17-18 to go in our Republic Finance first period, and we get a whistle with the draw outside the blue line for an offside. Stoya and Galvin will do it this time. Stoya, a good stick lift, almost won it over to Koch. Scott Doherty will dump it in ahead. Connor Mullins rubbed off the puck by Doherty. Stoya plays it back down low, and Flanagan will go retrieve it in the corner. Up ahead to Lucas Pikarczyk. Gets through to Josh Colton, the Iron Man for the Columbus River Dragons. Played in every game this season, and he's been just as productive as he has dating back to his FPHL Defenseman of the Year list. Hugo Koch touches it by Josh Colton in front. Now over Pikarczyk, shoots. Big save made by Tyler Roy. Oh, what a feed from Hugo Koch. Made a beautiful play at his own blue line to shimmy by the defensive Colton. Then a nice saucer pass over to Pikarczyk. Had a chance. He was our player to watch coming into tonight. Pikarczyk just robbed by Roy. Looked like he was trying to go 5-hole and a better save. Stoya and Jemayev will do it once again. Stoya, 2 goals, 3 assists, and turning his Columbus red for Breaker blue across 4 games. Koch in the circle. Fumbled it for a moment. Stoya's quick shot. Roy thought he had it on the follow. Pikarczyk looked to shovel it home. Now Spinelli steps up to keep it alive. Sends it back in, picked off by Mike Wynn. First game off of IR for Mike Wynn since January 31st. And with the absence of Lucas Texmo heading back to the GMHL and the Wasaga River Dragons, Mike Wynn's return couldn't have come at a much better time. As Hugo Koch redirects this one up and out of play with 16:12 to go. We get another whistle and a face-off in our Republic Finance first period. Draw will come out to center. Fisher still centering that line with Roti and Thornton. Again, 4 defensemen for the Breakers as they traded Lair Patakin for Chouette and Blacksmith. Neither of them will be in the lineup this weekend for their respective sides, or at least here tonight. Spinelli picks it up off the stop by Anton Borodkin. Shots are 6-2 in favor of the Biloxi Breakers here early on, but Columbus with the one that counts, making it 1-0. Roti. Through the neutral zone, snaps it ahead to Thornton. Touch pass off the wall for Spinelli. Spinelli holds and shoots. Off a defender, trickled through the slot, and here comes Cody Wickline. He's got Tyler Barrow ahead on the near side. Flips it ahead. Barrow will sweep it to his left. Cut off by Spinelli. Wickline picks up the pieces down on the near side. Wickline out to the point for Underwood. Snapped across off the wall. Can't be corralled for a moment, and it's chipped in deep once again. Wickline into the boots of Storjahan. Back out to the point for a quick shot by Nathan Balkwill, who just returned to Columbus, 3rd-year Dragon. Was up in the OEHL for about 8 games and then came back to Columbus, and how can you not with the season they're having want to be a part of it? Certainly so. Good opportunity in front for Wickline. Now Brody Thornton's shot off the knob of the stick of Borodkin into the glass. Trey Fisher will begin the charge. Charlie Penn screaming, go, go, go from the bench. Need to get the buck from north to south ASAP tonight, as Roy will slow that one down and release. Doherty shoots it across. Declan Flanagan had a chance to knock it away. Eventually Gellerman's able to steal it. Veilleux had a chance to burst free, but was just tied up. Veilleux behind the play took down Thornton. Now a chance for the Breakers. Bartlett holds. Sends it across. Gellerman got handcuffed on the pass. Was looking for a one-timer. And they'll say delayed offside. That was right in the gray area, but certainly we will continue to play on after Veilleux probably should have been booked for a penalty behind the play and wasn't. We're going to go to break. 1-0. The Dragons score 35 seconds in, courtesy of Kyle Moore. We'll be back in a moment. Breakers out shooting the Dragons 7-4.
When you think Nissan, think Matt Bowers Nissan d'Iberville, where every new Nissan comes with Matt's lifetime powertrain warranty included. And to keep your new Nissan running well, there's never an appointment needed for express service in our service department. Just stop by for routine maintenance like oil changes, brakes, tires, and batteries. Matt Bowers Nissan is proud to call the coast our home and is proud to sponsor your Biloxi Breakers.
Shop smart. Buy local. Matt Bowers Nissan, South Mississippi, d'Iberville.
Looking for non-stop fun? Sky Zone Biloxi at the Edgewater Mall is the place to be. Jump off wall-to-wall trampolines, dunk on the basketball court, or conquer the warrior course. Sky Zone Biloxi truly has something for everyone. And now, you can celebrate big with our newly upgraded birthday party packages to make their special day unforgettable. Get ready to jump, play, and soar higher than ever at Sky Zone Biloxi.
Back underway out of our first media timeout. My name is Devin Doback, along with you on Breakers TV and on 106.3 Super Talk Mississippi. Chance on the far side. Borodkin, a couple reactionary saves. Somero's drive misses over on the far side, and Columbus able to retrieve it. Tyler Roy, slows it down, making up the tandem with the Dark Knight, Trevor Babbitt. From behind their own end, here comes Brody Thornton. On to Justin Somero, back to Thornton, who wheels ahead. Doherty's quick shot might have hit a piece of the glove of Borodkin and goes over to the far side. Flanagan whips it around the wall. Connor Mullins plays the body. Galvin ties him up and throws him to the ice. Stoya run into by Doherty, and now the other way. Turnover in the neutral zone. Mike Wynn shoots it in ahead. Stoya locks him up. Oh, didn't do much to lock him up, just kind of froze there and let him run into him. Looking to draw a call. Jemaev's pass intended for Ryan Hunter. 30 goals in 30 games for number 88. Josh Colton from a low angle off the side of the cage. Hunter with it now. Out to Jemaev. He walks in. Quick shot off the neck of Borodkin. Hunter's got it back and forces it on goal. Borodkin didn't know where it was. Referee, a generous whistle as Borodkin was trying to locate the puck. A few murmurs from the faithful here at the Civic Center, not loving the early whistle, but certainly seemed like a decent one, or a decent stoppage from the ref, given Borodkin's reaction. Referees tonight are Corey Fassa and Ked Radolinski. Linesman Alex Cole and Sean Oram. Matt Stoya and Alex Jemaev will do it this time in the defensive zone. Looks like Stoya not happy with something Jemaev's doing, and finally the puck is dropped and it spits all the way back out to center. Mike Wynn will dump it in ahead to the corner. Spinelli up ahead for Pikarczyk. Pass intercepted, and now back to the near side. Moore gives off to Hunter. His shot off the logo of the chest of Borodkin. Hunter near circle. Dives back down low. Defended by Spinelli. Stoya blocks a shot. Still can't sweep it out. Hunter again. Down below the end line. Out to the point for Mike Wynn. Hunter through the circle. Lost a handle on it. Chipped out to the blue line. And can't be cleared. Matt Stoya will look to do it himself. Flips it up in the air for Hugo Koch to chase. He receives it off the wall and will bat it in, but not deep enough. Intercepted in the neutral zone by Hunter. Long shift for him. He finally goes out for a change. Stoya to the tape of Mullins. Back to Matt Stoya near side. Hugo Koch along with him. Stoya holds, looking for a lane. Sends it cross ice. Kept him with a kick by Declan Flanagan. Koch in the corner. Up looking for Flanagan. Cut off by Barrow. Now here comes Kyle Moore, the lone goal scorer in the hockey game. Moore swings down below Borodkin. Centers it to the near point for Underwood. Without a stick is Hugo Koch, using his body to try and play it out of the zone. Let's go Dragons chant emerges. Balkwill's shot off the blocker, Borodkin. Columbus has flipped the shots in their favor at 9-7. With 7 of the last 8. Cody Wickline winds away from the traffic. Gives it up to Barrow. Down low, Storjahan. Swing and a miss on the one-timer. Flanagan up to Pikarczyk. Chased down from behind by Wickline. Pass off the stick of Underwood. And tracked rack down to be recollected. Borodkin all the way around the wall. Nice receive off the wall by Rody. Walks through a couple defenders, then finally has it poked away. Fisher runs into Thornton. Spinelli retrieves it on the wall. Fisher back for Connor Mullins. Mullins, McKendree University graduate a few seasons ago, playing for his 6th FPHL team now here in Biloxi. Thornton drops to Fisher. Fisher backhands for Roti, looking to center. It's the breaks down in the corner, looking to draw a call, and it's given away. Back the other way, here's Scott Doherty across the midway point here, period 1. Another turnover. Roti over the blue line, moves between the legs, to the goal, shoots one. And Roy makes the save. Another good chance for Roti showing off the moves here in his debut. Pizzamenti, pair of shorthanded goals, both against the Breakers this season, almost had a chance to spring free on the breakaway, as he's going to run into Spinelli. Now Columbus looking to catch the Breakers flat-footed back the other way. Flanagan and Christo looking to close the gap at the blue line. Samaro run into the wall with a nice hit by Declan Flanagan. Scott Doherty out to the point for Colton. Snapped across D to D for Mike Wynn, or rather Alex Jemayev. Picked back up by Roti, but not on the same page with Thornton, and it's given back away to the Dragons. Long shift for Roti as Ryan Hunter's stick fails him. Flanagan plays it up into the netting, and that's where we'll take our second media timeout. 1-0 Dragons still lead at Kyle Moore's goal. 35 seconds in is the difference. We'll be back.
The Mississippi Gulf Coast is where community and teamwork come together, on and off the ice. Foshi Residential is proud to support the Biloxi Breakers as they bring the heat to the rink this season. Foshi Residential manages 3 unique apartment communities along the coast, each offering modern finishes, resort-style amenities, and a location that puts coastal living right at your doorstep. Ready to find your community? Visit foshiresidential.com/Biloxi Breakers for more information.
At Superior Optical Lab, we're proud to be certified as a service-disabled, veteran-owned small business and to provide quality eyewear to veterans to whom we all owe our freedom. Thank you for your service.
.51 to go here, period number 1. Dragons lead the Breakers 1-0, out shooting them as well, 9-8. Been a good start through just about 11 minutes plus in this one. Good crowd in Columbus tonight as well. The goal, Kyle Moore from Mike Wynn and Alex Jemayev at 34 seconds officially. Breakers have started to play their game since. Always put together a aggressive first period. It's been that middle frame that's been their kryptonite as of late. Veilleux off the wall, gets it to Matt Gellerman. Drop pass looking for Veilleux again, cut off by Jemayev. Now Gellerman down below the end line. Colton flips it up and out of the zone. Picked up by Connor Mullins, sweeps it to the near side. Almost an offside call against Jemayev, but the Breakers retrieve. Bartlett will dump it in to go chase himself. Mike Wynn around the wall, turns it over for Veilleux. Through the blue paint, nobody home in the slot area, and it's sent back out to center. Hunter makes a backhand dangle by Connor Mullins to space, shoots one in front off a defender. That was Declan Flanagan, and trickled by the far post. Veilleux stands up a man in Mike Wynn at the blue line, pops it back out to Bartlett. Bartlett looking to dump it. Indirectly gets it to Gellerman, popped up in the air and gloved down at the blue line. 7:50 to go, period number 1. Hunter. Saucer pass gets by Storjahan. Back out to the point, quick shot, pad save Borodkin. And the Breakers will take the liberty of clearing this one for a Ben & Jerry's at the Hard Rock Cafe icing. Fans, tomorrow night is country night at Breaker Bay. We hope you can join us. 7 o'clock puck drop CST. Against these exact same Columbus River Dragons. The final meeting between these two teams. Breakers will have specialty jerseys on that will go up for auction following tomorrow night's game. and all country music throughout the experience and the night, making up a fun atmosphere down in the Gulf Coast. We're looking forward to hosting at Breaker Bay, and please join us. Tickets are available on Ticketmaster, but as I always suggest, avoid the fees and buy them at the box office tomorrow before the game. Bartlett over the blue line, shoots in and out of the chest of Roy, still free. Storjohn in the near corner, able to get it all the way around to the point. Stoya on goal, trickled off of Roy and then wide. Not sure where that bounce was headed from our vantage point for a moment there. Looked like maybe might have gone off of Roy and down into the goal, but instead misses near side. Underwood through the middle, had Storjohn, gets all the way through for Barrow, forces one on goal. Pad save with ease for Borodkin. Stoya into the skates of Koch. Somehow Christo can't skate out with it. Underwood's quick shot. Save made Borodkin. Spinelli will go the other way. Breakers, if they hurry, have numbers, but a long shift for Spinelli will concede that. Koch had a chance to get it to Stoya. A little too patient, and now it's given away. Doherty harassing Hugo Koch, and now finally will skate it back through the neutral zone. Here comes Scott Doherty with speed. Gets it over for Galvin, who's robbed by the glove of Anton Borodkin with 6:13 to go. Another whistle and a face-off. Shots are 13-10 in favor of the River Dragons. Trey Fisher, Brody Thornton having a quick conversation ahead of this draw. Not sure what that could be about exactly. Could we be seeing a fight here? Fisher ties up the draw, and no, we will not for the moment. Roti plays it off the dasher, back down low for Mullins. Spooned by Mullins for Flanagan, back out to center. Roti picks up the loose change. Up ahead, Thornton give and go with Roti, then lost it, dashing through the logo at center. Fisher for Mullins, back down low for Flanagan. Flanagan, backhand feed for Roti. Dumped in, kitty corner. Samaro whips it around for Doherty. Up ahead to Ryan Hunter, who overleads Ryan Galvin. Rather, that's Joel Texmo, brother of Lucas Texmo, who went back to Osaga to help the junior team in their efforts. Christo skates the puck out of danger, and Thornton will dump it in. Approaching the 5-minute mark here, period number 1. River Dragons scored 34 seconds in, courtesy of Kyle Moore, and that's where we stand. Now the other way, here's Moore looking to center. Bad bounce off a defender, and Fisher retrieves. To the far side, Bartlett looking for a lane. Saucers through, looking for Veilleux. And good back check from the River Dragons, snuffs that opportunity out. Bartlett again hits the brakes, shimmies off a couple back checkers once more. Shoots one, and it goes wide on the blocker side. Veilleux and Bartlett converge. Mullins will chip it in again off the Burger King logo in the corner. Veilleux retrieves the puck. Good hustle from him. Gellerman steps up, but Mike Wynn with a better move off the wall, using it as an extra teammate. Wynn's shot, then off of Borodkin into the throat of Kyle Moore. He flinched for a moment, stays in the play. Jamaev's drive into an aggressive Anton Borodkin, and held with 4:11 to go in period number 1. Still 1-0 Dragons. We'll step aside, back in a splash.
Recharge your body. Reset your mind. Revive your spirit. At Revive and Thrive, every detail is designed to elevate your recovery and well-being. Unwind in our serene salt therapy room and float suite. Awaken your senses with the benefits of cold water immersion. Then, step into a custom-built sauna featuring soft Himalayan salt lighting for athletes, adventurers, and anyone ready to unlock the power of recovery. Discover the difference at reviveandthrivems.com.
Coastal Prints is a brand new business on the coast specializing in screen printing, embroidery, and promotional items. Being local and with 30 plus years of experience, Coastal Prints carries all the hottest clothing brands and thousands of promotional items. Uniforms, workwear, hats, drinkware, coolers, tchotchkes, and much more. Coastal Prints will make your brand and logo stand out. Come see the new showroom on Seaway Road in Gulfport, or visit coastalprints.com or call 228-COASTAL.
When things heat up, you don't just want a cold one. You want the coldest one. The cold lagered, cold filtered, cold packaged one. Mountain Cold Refreshment. Coors Light. Choose chill.
.4:11 to go. Period number one, our Republic Finance first period. Columbus wins the next draw. Barrow for Wickline into the skates of Gellerman. Wickline has it again near circle. Off the skates of Barrow and sent back down for Storjahan. To the high slot. Colton's shot off a defender and out. Barrow in the corner, hit hard by Gellerman. Puck spits back over to the far side. Veilleux knocks it free up ahead for Bartlett. Colton stuffs him into the wall. Bartlett holds the zone. Flanagan joins him. Loose puck picked back up by Columbus. Here they come, 3-on-2 back the other way. Drop pass Storjahan. Over to Wickline, back door. There's Tyler Barrow. And there's number 32. Perfect 3-on-2, tic-tac-toe. Tyler Barrow, the league's leading goal scorer, adds another. And it's 2-0 Dragons. Just textbook. Exactly how you run it in practice. Able to draw the goaltender Anton Borodkin over to what appeared to be the shooter, and then just a simple backdoor feed to Barrow, who just does the easy part and taps it home. Balkwill will dump it in. Spinelli's got it. Calling for it with authority is Dimitri Christo, and Spinelli comes back up the near side. This game without a penalty for either side yet, as the puck is iced. And with 3:07 to go, we'll pause for another whistle and face-off. Around the FPHL, 5 other active games. Watertown leads Twin City on the road 1-0 in the first. Port Huron up 1-0 on Indiana. Binghamton leads Danbury 3-0 in Connecticut. And Baton Rouge and Topeka taking a moment to get going. Blue Ridge and PD tied at 0 in the first at Hitachi Energy Arena. I'll be really curious to see who takes that. Blue Ridge been one of the hottest teams in the Empire Division, and PD starting to work their way up the playoff ranks. Stoya's shot off the pad of Tyler Roy. Koch battling with Underwood down in the corner. Now Koch again. Look to get it back to Stoya and pivot away from the pressure. Instead, Pikarczyk. Solid forecheck. Almost able to center it. Doherty into the middle. Stoya tried to throw a quick slash at Nathan Balkwill. Now throws a punch into him and another cross check. Balkwill wants no part of it. Stoya sticking up for his captain, and he's going to go to the box 2 minutes for roughing. Stoya did not like that Pikarczyk got hit a little late. And that's what you do, you stick up for your captain. Unfortunately, couldn't get a dance partner, and so the Breakers head to their first Raven and Rose tattoo penalty kill. Dragons with a big opportunity to add another to their lead. Thornton and Storjahan will do it this time. It's a clean win for Thornton, and the Breakers are able to clear. Shots are 17-11 in favor of the Dragons. They lead it 2-rip. Breakers have had their opportunities in the frame. Certainly has not been a lopsided frame as Underwood comes back down low. Here's Captain Kirk, swatted out by Flanagan, and now picked up by Thornton. Second in the league in shorthanded goals with 3. Thornton dances, looking for his backhand, and taken away by Columbus. Barrow gives down low for Storjahan. Storjahan holds plenty of time and space. Barrow Outside the circle to Storjohn. Top of the key, Underwood. Moves to his backhand and plays it out to the far side. Now Barrow again. Near circle, shoots one. Tried to go high and tight, blocker side. Whistles over everything. Drop pass for Kirk Underwood, then back down low. Here's Cody Wickline on that top power play unit for the River Dragons. 26.2% leads the Continental Division. They also have the most power play goals with 52 this year. Storjohn back over to the far side for Barrow. Barrow gives it away to Thornton. Fisher hopping into the play. Even numbers, short-handed for the Breakers. Thornton couldn't thread it through for Fisher. And Storjohn chips it back up for Wickline. Wickline holds. Sweeps it, looking for Thornton. Fisher cut off by Thornton, and now a chance in tight. Christo guides it for Gellerman, and it's cleared out. Another 20 seconds to go on the Stoya minor for roughing. 2-0 River Dragons. 40 seconds to go here, period number 1. Gellerman pops it up in the air, now picks it up, and able to chip it in deep again. Breakers are 1 for 1 on the kill tonight. Certainly will take that. Pretty solid kill, no great opportunities for Columbus there. Thornton locked up by Koch, a turnover. Stoya fresh out of the box, leading a 3-on-3 charge. Shoots into the defender, Colton now gets it back, looked to stuff it short side, and tugs it with him all the way back around. Christo for Koch. Pikarczyk took a swing at it, wouldn't go on goal. Jemaev now, 2 seconds and 1, and that will do it. As the horn sounds, and the Columbus River Dragons will take a 2-0 advantage into the locker room. Stick around for our first intermission report. Xavier Charbonneau was on episode 28 of Breaker Banner. Stick around for his interview and more. We'll be back in about 18 minutes right here on Breakers TV. It's our Chick-fil-A.
And so then right around that time, when you're really starting to hit the peak of your game, is where it's ever been, the epidemic hits. Coronavirus comes in. Was it difficult to stay motivated through COVID? Did you feel yourself kind of like getting a little, for lack of a better phrase, like indoorsy, and like you wanted to be able to go out there and do stuff? Did you feel kind of like let down to some extent?
For myself, it was a bit difficult those years because I've been injured a lot in my junior years, and it was kind of like the determined point with the draft of the QM and JHL and everything. And it was pretty hard because I got the concussion right before the COVID, and I was like really down in my mindset a little bit because I was like, another injury. And
especially right when you mentioned the QMJHL, that's major junior. Like you're gonna go play in the CHL. Like that's what you want to do.
I got invited by Wildcats, and like I was like ready for it. And the COVID just came up and bring a little bit the dream shatters a little bit, you know.
Yeah.
But like I was saying, I try to stay positive in those. I've made myself like good on that with that type of.
You made your peace.
Yeah, I made my peace with that, and I just trying to work after it. I trained really hard during COVID to try to bring my game at another level, and I think it's pays up now.
Yeah,
like I was saying, but.
And you already touched upon the fact that it was a little bit demoralizing having that chance to go play major junior stripped away. Do you think that things in your career would have panned out differently had you had that opportunity to play at that higher level and play with the best of the best?
You know, you never know.
You can never play much.
And sometimes you just have a path and you need to follow, and everything's happened for a reason. Mm-hmm. I'm really that type of guy, so I just made my peace and trying to move up forward and make my own path.
So after COVID, now we get to 2021, 2022. You join the Terrebonne Cobras of the QJHL.
Yeah.
22 games here, 5 goals, 6 assists. You're now 18 years old, relatively fresh out of COVID. Did you feel the competition had changed? Because now you've had, maybe a handful of months off or a year off with the coronavirus. Did you feel that you were able to kind of hit the ground running and play right back at that level, or did you feel yourself a little bit handcuffed or handicapped from that year? What was it like?
At the beginning, a little bit, but I made I made myself like work a little bit harder at the beginning of the season because I've seen that I was maybe losing it a little bit because of COVID. So I worked really hard in the beginning of the season to make me a good spot in the team. And with the coaches, he's one of my best coaches I ever had, Robert Dubuc, and he was seeing me like a good grinder, and I was his Swiss knife with that team. So my role wasn't to make points and everything, and I made my peace with that, and I just pushed forward to be the best support player that I could be for that team.
Persistence and tenacity through all these things that you went through, it seems to be a constant theme in your career, which is what you need to be able to do as an athlete. Like, it is not a straight path, 99 times out of 100. So to be able to get through all those things is definitely led you to where you are today. But 23-24 is when you really take a leap, at least statistically, in your game. With the Laval VC of the QJHL, you played 43 games, 21 goals, 16 assists. This is the longest tenure you had with a single team in your career. Do you think that helped you, that longevity that you had? Did it kind of come out on the stat sheet offensively because you were there for so long and really starting to feel comfortable there? Or what do you attribute your offensive success there from?
For sure, it helps to be that long, like to be a veteran in that league, to be powerful and like constantly put in some points on the sheets. But that year was a little bit like how you say it, I don't remember. Like it was like my last year, It was like I had the knife between my teeth, and I came out for my surgery too of my knee, ACL and everything. So I was like really like in the gamer mode. It was like my last chance to prove myself.
Leaving it all out there.
Yeah, and I give it all out. And with my coaches, he trusts me. We were like maybe not the best team in the league, so I had more ice time and everything. So it helps a lot with my development and like my confidence on the ice, and it brings my game at another level for sure.
So previously you were with, we said, Terrebonne, and now you come to Laval, both those teams in the QJHL. So what changed from one season to the next to make you become a point-per-game player? Do you think it was your age and becoming one of the older guys you mentioned, being a veteran, or was it the coaching, personal development, training? Kind of what was it that helped you get to that point where, now you're one of the premier guys on your team?
I think it was a little bit of everything. It was like all the work I put on, the trust from my coaches, having more ice time, you get more confident, and being a little bit older, you know the game a little bit more, how it plays, and you're more calm when you play, calm and collected. You make less mistakes, and it make a difference for sure.
So now we get up to 24-25. So last season you joined the Tottenham Railers of the GMHL, which since has become an affiliate of the Breakers, but at the time wasn't. You had yourself a stellar year, full of career highs, accolades, 34 games played there, and you post 40 goals and 38 assists. You were also named the GMHL's top defensive forward in the South. So all of a sudden you're playing this unbelievable two-way, 200-foot game, which is a goal of any hockey player. Just what was working so well, and what are your initial thoughts looking back at Tottenham?
I think it's not like it's a really different leagues. And I had more space. I was older, I was 21, and I was playing like against, because it's not a federation league, so it's non-federation league, so you can play at 21 there, and it make like a big difference to play against younger guys for sure. Not to give out some like, not to be humble, but like just, it's true. It makes a difference to be that old and that like have like all those years behind you against some younger guys. But for sure, I was really confident in that year with the year before, and I was like really confident on the ice, and the coaches trust a lot in me. I was the captain there. They put all their trust on my game, on myself, and I think it helps. I want to give it all for them, and be the best player they would have. Like I could be for them.
And So best defensive forward, I want to touch on that for a bit. That is quite the honor to be bestowed because not only are you an offensive threat, but now you're being seen as the best defensive player among the forward group. So what did that award mean to you, and do you see that in your game today as well?
It was a great honor, for sure. It's a great honor to receive a trophy like this and an award like this. And I think it was like, it touched my heart a lot because it was like all those works. I work a lot in my career to be the player I am right now. And I think it was just like a little gift for all my effort. And it was like really, really, really fun for me and all my family too. All the sacrifice they made for me and everything. So it was just the cherry on top of the sundae.
That, I mean, yeah, I can imagine it's rewarding for you and all parties involved. But was it in that season that you realized you wanted to play professionally, or was it something that had always been in the back of your head your whole career? Like, when did you know you wanted to go?
It's always the little kid dreams, you know, but it was always there. But I didn't know where. I didn't know which league and everything. For sure, when I was younger, I really wanted to go overseas, and it's still a little bit my final dream, you know, the final goal. But if it don't happen, everything happened for a reason, and I will have no regrets. I played pro in Biloxi. You cannot be mad about it.
No.
It's a great place to play. It's a great atmosphere to play, and I cannot be more happy.
Strength isn't built in a single race. It's earned, mile after mile, pedal after pedal, step after step. The same endurance that drives athletes to the finish line fuels the steady hands and sharp focus required in surgery. It's about resilience, precision, and commitment in competition and in the operating room. Because true performance means showing up with excellence, no matter the arena.
Looking for non-stop fun? Sky Zone Biloxi at the Edgewater Mall is the place to be. Jump off wall-to-wall trampolines, dunk on the basketball court, or conquer the warrior course. Sky Zone Biloxi truly has something for everyone. And now, you can celebrate big with our newly upgraded birthday party packages to make their special day unforgettable. Get ready to jump, play, and soar higher than ever at Sky Zone Biloxi.
Looking for your next ride? Get more at Matt Bowers Hyundai Gulfport. Every new Hyundai comes with Matt's lifetime powertrain warranty on top of Hyundai's America's Best warranty and owner assurance. No one on the coast offers more, so why go anywhere else? Visit us today during the Getaway Sales event happening now just off Lorraine Road north of I-10. Official sponsor of your Biloxi Breakers.
Shop smart, buy local. Matt Bowers Hyundai Gulfport.
Ben & Jerry's is serving up true ice cream euphoria inside the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino in Biloxi. You're sure to find your new favorite among more than 34 flavors. Let us scoop yours in one of our freshly baked waffle cones. Ben & Jerry's at Hard Rock Hotel and Casino Biloxi, where euphoria awaits.
Fly in for a daiquiri that scores every time. Mile High Daiquiris is an aviation-themed daiquiri shop and the official daiquiri of the Biloxi Breakers. Open 7 days a week and offering 15 refreshing flavors, jello shots, beer, and even a non-alcoholic daiquiri. They supply mobile daiquiris for weddings, birthday parties, and events. Only 4.6 miles west of the Mississippi Coast Coliseum. Grab your crew and come try the best daiquiris on the Gulf Coast where flavor takes flight. Become a frequent flyer at 1107 Cowan Road, Suite B, Gulfport.
At Superior Optical Lab, we're proud to be certified as a service-disabled, veteran-owned small business and to provide quality eyewear to veterans to whom we all owe our freedom. Thank you for your service.
Recharge your body. Reset your mind. Revive your spirit. At Revive and Thrive, every detail is designed to elevate your recovery and well-being. Unwind in our serene salt therapy room and float suite. Awaken your senses with the benefits of cold water immersion. Then, step into a custom-built sauna featuring soft Himalayan salt lighting for athletes, adventurers, and anyone ready to unlock the power of recovery. Discover the difference at reviveandthrivems.com.
Coastal Prints is a brand new business on the coast specializing in screen printing, embroidery, and promotional items. Being local and with 30 plus years of experience, Coastal Prints carries all the hottest clothing brands and thousands of promotional items. Uniforms, workwear, hats, drinkware, coolers, tchotchkes, and much more. Coastal Prints will make your brand and logo stand out. Come see the new showroom on Seaway Road in Gulfport or visit coastalprints.com or call 228-COASTAL.
The Mississippi Gulf Coast is where community and teamwork come together, on and off the ice. Foshi Residential is proud to support the Biloxi Breakers as they bring the heat to the rink this season. Foshi Residential manages 3 unique apartment communities along the coast, each offering modern finishes, resort-style amenities, and a location that puts coastal living right at your doorstep. Ready to find your community? Visit foshiresidential.com/Biloxi Breakers for more information.
Every new Hyundai from Matt Bowers comes with Matt's lifetime warranty included. That's in addition to Hyundai's America's Best Warranty, a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty, and Hyundai Owner Assurance. You get both warranties, making a new Hyundai from Matt Bowers an excellent value. Come visit us today during the Getaway Sales event at our new showroom just off Lorraine Road north of I-10 in Gulfport.
Shop smart. Buy local. Matt Bowers Hyundai, Gulfport.
When injury knocks you out, Bienvo Orthopedic Specialists will be there for you every step of the way. We are here to get you back in the game, back in motion, back to your life. Our elite team of orthopedic specialists will work side by side with you, educating you about your treatment plan, utilizing advanced technology, and providing you with a successful path to recovery. Bienville Orthopedic Specialists. We will get you back.
When things heat up, you don't just want a cold one. You want the coldest one. The cold lagered, cold filtered, cold packaged one. Mountain Cold Refreshment. Coors Light. Choose chill.
Hello out there, we're on the air. It's hockey night tonight. Tension grows, the whistle blows, and the puck goes down the ice. The goalie jumps.
The following is a presentation of the Federal Prospects Hockey League. Any unauthorized broadcasts without the express written consent of the Biloxi Breakers and the FPHL are strictly prohibited.
And we welcome you back out of our Chick-fil-A at the Edgewater Mall first intermission report. My name's Devin Dobeck, back with you for period number 2, getting ready for our Aaron's second period, that is. But let's first take a look at our game summary up until this point. Dragons lead it 2-0 through 20 minutes. Scoring started very quickly, just 34 seconds in. It was Kyle Moore with his 13th of the season. The assists on that credited to Colton and Wynn to make it 1-0. Into the back half of the period we went. Breakers and Dragons exchanged some good chances when at 16:32, Tyler Barrow cashes in on a 3-on-2 with his 32nd of the season to make it 2-0 River Dragons. Tyler Roy with 11 saves on 11 shots in the frame. Anton Borodkin with 15 saves. Roti making his professional debut. First few shifts under his belt. Carter Thornton in his 150th FPHL game as well, and Cody Wickline playing in his 200th FPHL game. Let's take a quick look now at our game stats. Not much more to see here. 2-0 Dragons lead it, shots 17-11. They're 0 for 1 on the only power play of the game, which was assessed to the former Dragon Stoya, Matt Stoya, for roughing. Breakers will now head from left to right. Dragons from right to left. Stoya and Jemaev to take the draw, similar to the way we started. And we'll see if the Breakers are able to make any adjustments, and we'll know very quickly what's going to happen when they come out here in period 2. That's been their kryptonite this season, but they win the opening draw. A good start. Sent in, Declan Flanagan took a swat at it, now uses the boards to bank it up ahead for Pikarczyk. Stoya drop pass for Pikarczyk. Give and go. Pikarczyk through a couple bodies. Kyle Moore picks it off, gives it away to Stoya. Stoya's quick shot. Tried to catch Roy sleeping, and it whistled over the crossbar. Hugo Koch digs it out for Lucas Pikarczyk. His shot soaked by Mike Wynn. And chipped out to the blue line. Flanagan held it for a moment, stayed on side, and now Pikarczyk right back to work. Drops off to Koch through the near circle, looking for a redirection from Pikarczyk. And Roy once again with another quick save. Hunter, far circle, shoots one. In and out of the glove of Anton Borodkin with 19:05 to go. Another whistle and a face-off coming. They got the Sandstorm playing here inside the Civic Center. Maybe some good omen for the Breakers. Of course, their goal song back home in Biloxi, where they'll be tomorrow night. Fans who came out to the game last Saturday were sent home happy, thanks to a Half Shell Oyster House 4-goal performance, I should say. On the scoreboard, a 6-4 loss, but an entertaining game against Blue Ridge. But everyone that came got a free half dozen oysters, courtesy of the Half Shell Oyster House, with the Breakers' 4-goal effort. Roti dumps it in, might have caught Balkwill up high. He's going to go for a high stick shortly. Or no, it's going to be on Columbus. Now, finally, the referee blows it dead. I'm not sure if this is going to go against Biloxi, but he let Christo handle the puck for another 4 or 5 seconds. Got to blow that play dead. As Roti sent off to the box. And Columbus will head to the power play for the second time tonight. It's another Raven and Rose tattoo penalty kill. 2 minutes against Roti. Fisher will take the draw against Jemaev. And it's won by Jemaev up to the near point for Colton. Kyle Moore back down low. In front, Doherty redirected it on goal off a defender. And Borodkin had trouble locating it, then saw it bouncing around by his right pad and was forced to cover up. Dragons, as I mentioned, 26.2% coming into the game on the power play. The best in the Continental Division. 52 power play goals. 0 for 1 tonight. But this is where they tend to run away with games, is special teams. Breakers have not had a power play opportunity yet here tonight. Thornton will head out to the wing. And it looks like Dimi Christo will take the draw. 3 defensemen out there, or no, 2 defensemen and 2 forwards out there for the Breakers. Thought Trey Fisher would have maybe come in to take it, but he was stationed in an area. Oh, tried to play it out of the zone for Carter Thornton, now kept alive by Moore. Kyle Moore outside the near circle, walks in for a moment, kicks it back out to Colton. Quick shot from Hunter is saved by Borodkin and sent all the way out. Storjahan, stretch pass for Scott Doherty, snapped across to the far side for Kyle Moore. Spinelli popped it up off the wall, but not out. Gellerman had a chance to kick it out, couldn't complete the task, and now finally Spinelli throws it into a defender's legs in Kirk Underwood. Storjahan little too excited across the blue line. Caught offside. And with 17:49 to go, we'll get ready for another face-off at the dot just outside the blue near side. Another 59 seconds to go on the Roti minor. Storjohn and Pikarczyk this time. Pikarczyk tried to push it ahead, and Storjohn won it clean. Underwood over to Wickline. Wickline through the near circle, jabbed away by Mullins. Back in control. Underwood's quick shot from the point. Redirected in front by Wickline. So it appeared. Barrow off the wall, gives it away. Pikarczyk takes the lazy effort back the other way. 2-on-1 with Gellerman. Pikarczyk toe drag, snuffed out by Storjohn. Great effort defensively by Storjohn. Pikarczyk, I'm sure, wants that one back. Almost 3 minutes gone by here. Period number 2. Still 2-0 Columbus. Barrow near circle, up to the top of the key. Underwood's drop. Turned aside by Borodkin. Back out to Ryan Hunter. Down low for Wickline. Hunter outside far circle. Shoots one. Save made Borodkin. Puck still free. And now everybody gets untangled as 1 second remains. Roti had left the box, but he has to return with just a fraction of a second remaining on the clock. Shots are 19-12 in favor of the Dragons. Thrown off the face-off circle is Ryan Galvin, another Wilkes University product. And of course, the Dragons traded for Ben Stefanini. What a tour of the Federal League he had this week, and winds up back with 2 of his Wilkes teammates in Barrow and of course Galvin. Here's Roti fresh out of the box with a quick opportunity. Save made by Roy. Now Fisher. Roti in the far circle. Holding on to it. Spins it back down low for Carter Thornton. Thornton spins to the middle. Roti on goal. Save made. Fisher another try. And Tyler Roy holds the wall. Great opportunity for this third line. Fisher, Roti and Thornton. Thornton down in the corner looking to win a puck battle. Taken away by Columbus. Fisher swats at it and finally has to just settle to dump it. Up ahead, Joel Texmo pops it in the air. Flanagan swats it on over for Connor Mullins. To the tape of Flanagan. Back ahead for Hugo Koch. Koch to the tape of Pikarczyk across the blue line. His quick shot goes wide. On the stick side. Stepping up, Mullins keeps it in. Save made by Roy. Stoya shoots one into the glove of Roy again and held for a face-off. Not a very physical game. Haven't seen too many bone-rattling hits. Haven't seen any fights yet. I'm sure that will be subject to change here as time goes on. We saw Stoya take a roughing penalty in the first period. Of course, always playing with an extra edge against your former team. Stoya with Pikarczyk and Koch out there, the top unit for the Breakers. Stoya fumbled around with it, and Jemayev able to win it. Sent back out to the logo at center. Hugo Koch intercepts, hits the brakes. Pikarczyk stays on side. Chip back in down low. Mike Wynn. Run into the wall hard. There's a thundering hit from Hugo Koch. Jemayev the other way. Had his pocket picked. Jemayev again to the middle. Moore looking for Ryan Hunter on the doorstep. Moore probably should have uncorked that shot. Prime scoring area with Borodkin scrambling to get back into position. Connor Mullins picks off the puck in the slot. Flips it ahead. Koch couldn't reel it in. Funky bounce off the stanchion on the dump attempt. Ryan Hunter back with it at center. Jemayev to the near side. Ryan Hunter sends it across into the boots of Kyle Moore. He wanted a slashing call, won't get it. Mike Wynn through the near circle, shoots one. Now over to Cody Wickline on the far side outside the circle up to the far point. Wickline down low for Hunter. Run into by Flanagan. Hunter gives Flanagan a quick cross check behind the play. They continue to bicker with one another. Now the other way, Bartlett tried to disrupt the play of Cody Wickline. Far side shot from Barrow held by Borodkin. With 14:01 to go, we head to media timeout. Same way we started period 2. 2-0 Dragons back in a splash.
When injury knocks you out, Bienville Orthopedic Specialists will be there for you every step of the way. We are here to get you back in the game, back in motion, back to your life. Our elite team of orthopedic specialists will work side by side with you, educating you about your treatment plan, utilizing advanced technology, and providing you with a successful path to recovery. Bienville Orthopedic Specialists. We will get you back.
They got the Freddie Mercury, whatever you want to call it, firing up the crowd here on the Jumbotron. 14:01 to go in our Aaron's second period, back underway. Crowd staying into it here in Columbus. Shots are 21-15 in favor of the Dragons. Penalty kill's been over for a minute now. Let's get rid of that. As Ross Bartlett takes some contact in the neutral zone and gives it away. Now Bartlett forces a turnover, gets to Veilleux, back for Bartlett. 3-on-3 back the other way. Saucer pass looking for Veilleux, and Bartlett took a shot. And he is down on the ground. If he's leaking, it could be 4 minutes. Ugly looking collision there over on the far side with 13:28 to go. The Dragons take their first penalty of the night. And it's right when the Breakers are starting to have some momentum. The trainer rushing out onto the ice. And hopefully Bartlett's okay. And it's going to just be 2 minutes, I believe. It's a 2-minute high sticking call on Alex Storjohn. Certainly looked like there might be some blood based on all the commotion after the play, but it is just a 2. So the first walk-on's power play set to get going. It's Storjohn for 2 minutes, and the Breakers will head to work. Fisher out there in place of Ross Bartlett on that power play 1 unit. Pikarczyk fan on the shot, gets it over to Koch. Calling for it is Fisher. Off the stick of Underwood. Fisher able to pick it back up out of the corner. Gellerman off the wall for Koch. Snapped into the skates of Fisher. To the backhand of Gellerman. To the point for Pikarczyk. Breakers moving it around the perimeter well. Gellerman looking into the slot for a slashing Pikarczyk. And it's sent up and out. Hugo Koch back to work in transition. Pokes it through Underwood. Diving down low. Swatted away by Roy. Stoya to the tape of Pikarczyk. Pikarczyk finds Gellerman up top. Stoya's shot off of Roy. The rebound spits free outside far circle. Stoya, another quick rip off of Roy. Maybe his shoulder. Stoya, really good shot from a low angle there. Now Gellerman quickly back out for Stoya. Missed the net, looking to go glove side. Fisher, fake going to the point, now goes down low. Hugo Koch off the wall, retrieves it. Back 4, Fisher was trading places with him. Breakers keep the possession alive. Pikarczyk uses every inch to get that one back for Gellerman. Snap to Stoya. Stoya's shot tipped in front maybe by Fisher and still free. Underwood ate that one on the clearing attempt. Fisher locks up Pizzamenti on the wall. Inside 12 minutes to play in period number 2. Here's Carter Thornton. Down low, Gellerman had a chance on the doorstep and could not bury it. Matt Gellerman all alone. Puck just ramped up off his stick blade. Bartlett back out there for another shift, not missing a beat. Out at the point, Stoya remaining out there to Thornton in the middle. Thornton moves and off the crossbar. Oh, he can't believe it. What a brilliant move by Thornton in the slot and just robbed by the post. As we're back to full strength here with 11:18 to go. Couple golden opportunities for the Breakers on that rush. Matt Gellerman off the feed from Thornton on the doorstep, had a chance to bury it, and then Thornton with a great finesse move right down Broadway and then rung one off the bar. So the score remains 2-0. Shots are 21-18 in favor of the Dragons. Back and forth we go. Hang on to your hats, Biloxi. Bartlett face-off move, then got high-sticked again by Ryan Galvin. Officials keeping their arms in their pockets this time. Bartlett still down, and he's going to head to the bench covering his face. Drop pass for Storjahan. Taken away. Veilleux couldn't locate it. Back into the play. Here come the Breakers. Storjahan taken down by Veilleux. All kinds of havoc going on in this one. Mullins down in the corner. Hit by Doherty. Hard into the wall. Gellerman to the tape of Flanagan. Rhodey taps it up and into the netting. With 10:41 to go, we will pause for a whistle and a face-off. I'd like to have another look at what happened to Ross Bartlett there, and you see the official and the linesman converging, I'm sure discussing if anyone had seen anything. Bartlett still hunched over on the bench with the Columbus trainer. Referees are going to go take a look at him. And Charlie Penns receives an explanation here as to what's going on. Spinelli and Doherty having a conversation out on the wing. Oh, wouldn't that be a fun one? Spinelli and Doherty, two of the best heavyweights in the Continental Division, having a conversation. Not sure we're going to get it just yet. Doherty just one fight since returning to Columbus from the South Carolina Stingrays of the ECHL, and it was against Divine Apollon, and that one probably went to the judge's decision. Doherty, I think, in the eyes of most, may have won. And Apollon is one tough customer. Spinelli out there lined up with him on the wing, right around the midway point. Stoyan Jemayev on the draw, and it looks like we'll play hockey for now. Doherty, bad touch, gives it away. Spinelli up the wall for Hugo Koch. We remain playing 5-on-5 hockey even after the officials skated over the bench. Pikarczyk drops for Stoya. Stoya with room, shoots one. And a save made by Roy. 10:22 to go in our Aaron's second period. Breakers have been the better team here in the second period, I think, in the eyes of most. Starting to get the pieces at the right time, and they're playing together well. Stoya and Jemayev once again. We've had a few doses of that here tonight. Koch sauces over for Christo. He'll ladle it back down low. Mike Wynn below the end line. Up the wall, cut off by Spinelli for a moment. Now Wynn back in control. Sends it ahead for Jemayev. Christo closes the gap and able to win the puck battle from Mike Wynn. Pikarczyk hit hard by Scott Doherty with a thundering hit. Far side. Jemayev holds. Christo closes in on him. Sent all the way down inadvertently by Columbus back towards Roy. Over the hill here in Columbus, 9:43 to go, period number 2. Doherty to the tape of Storjahan. Backhand for Barrow into the skates of Declan Flanagan. Now Spinelli spun around by Storjahan. Fisher comes to help out Spinelli, who's able to recollect the puck. Flanagan up to Rhodey. He's run down into the wall by Nathan Balkwill. Thornton wins the puck battle, looking to center. Taken away by Balkwill and sent out. Mullins thought about stepping up, instead let Storjahan comes to him. Wins the battle anyway. Flanagan around the wall. Rhodey, too much, trying to get the puck out of the zone. Storjahan for Barrow. Over to the far side. Quick shot from a low angle. Missed the net. That was Cody Wickline. Wickline again. Rubbed off the hit from Trey Fisher. Good step by Mullins this time. Then finesses it out of the zone, looking for Rhodey. Over the blue line. Barrow with time and space. To the far side, Wickline. Barrow again. Oh, Borodkin made the save. Wraparound attempt, Borodkin again. And Tom Borodkin with a good flurry of saves to keep it a 2-goal game. Into our under 10 media timeout in the back half of period 2. Now Anton Borodkin, a 10-bell save. We'll be back.
Looking for your next ride? Get more at Matt Bowers Hyundai Gulfport. Every new Hyundai comes with Matt's lifetime powertrain warranty on top of Hyundai's America's Best warranty and owner assurance. No one on the coast offers more, so why go anywhere else? Visit us today during the Getaway Sales event happening now just off Lorraine Road north of I-10. Official sponsor of your Biloxi Breakers.
Shop smart. Buy local. Matt Bowers Hyundai, Gulfport.
Ben & Jerry's is serving up true ice cream euphoria inside the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino in Biloxi. You're sure to find your new favorite among more than 34 flavors. Let us scoop yours in one of our freshly baked waffle cones. Ben & Jerry's at Hard Rock Hotel and Casino Biloxi, where euphoria awaits.
Cyrus getting it going. Of course, the song of the 1980s Chicago Bulls under the Michael Jordan reign, and what a tune it is. Gellerman will take the ensuing draw, and he's able to win it back for Spinelli. Breakers with just 4 defensemen tonight have played solid. Brody Thornton back up to the point, somehow not offside. Chip back down low. Thornton holds on to it. Brody Thornton battles with Gellerman and Christo. Gellerman skates it out to safety. Chipped ahead. Veilleux had a step, but a good effort from Ryan Galvin keeps it at bay. Gellerman across for Spinelli. Spinelli had it playing off of his ankle and then finds its way to Veilleux again. Veilleux making a couple moves, can't get through Samaro. Now in the corner, drops back for Bartlett. Bartlett taken down in the corner. Veilleux centers one. Bartlett threw a quick slash onto the arms of Galvin, and now he'll head out for a change. Rather, that's Veilleux. 7.5 minutes to go in the second. Stoya, nice play to keep it onside for the Breakers. Extend the possession. Pikarczyk battles with Pizzamenti. Taken away by Columbus, and here's Joel Texmo. 3 goals and 8 assists for him in his first full season with the Dragons after joining from the Wasaga River Dragons late last year. Flanagan spears it out of the zone. Moore collects. Mike Wynn back for Josh Colton, former captain of the Motor City Rockers, who are expected to return next season to the FPHL. Good chance down low. Borodkin, a sprawling save. Connor Mullins up the wall. Colton bangs it right back where it came from. Jemaev into the boots of Matt Stoya, up ahead for Pikarczyk. Pikarczyk finds it to Flanagan. Ladled ahead for Hugo Koch. Koch picks it up, taken down by a stick. Dragons are going to go here. 6:33 remain in period number 2, and the Breakers are headed back to the walk-ons power play. Hugo Koch was cherry picking a little bit, wanted the breakaway, but he'll settle for a power play for his group. Shots in the period are 8-5 in favor of, you guessed it, the Breakers. No goals in the middle chapter just yet, but a solid night. Guilty party is Josh Colton. Back underway. It's a clean win for Columbus. Barrow will send it out of the zone for Storjohn. Played back by Stoya for Pikarczyk. Stoya might have thrown a slash into Barrow. Now will hold on the wall, send it ahead for Hugo Koch. Koch leading a 3-on-2 charge. Dices his way down low. Out wide for Gellerman, up top for Stoya. Battles with Tyler Barrow. Stoya sauces for Koch. Koch down low. Bartlett mishandled it. Got it back. Saucers intercepted by Barrow and sent out. Great hand-eye from Tyler Barrow, taking away a Ross Bartlett saucer pass. Koch steps across the blue line. Finds its way back down low. Carter Thornton there to help it. Veilleux up to the point for Stoya. Snapped across for Koch. Koch into the middle for Veilleux. Veilleux wins a puck battle, gets it back in front. Bartlett couldn't locate the pass, and Thornton will pick it off. Bartlett again, as the ref got in the way there, the fans let him hear it, as Columbus is able to clear anyway. Anton Borodkin out to get it. Another 40 seconds to go on the Colton minor for tripping. And a bad turnover down on their own end. Pizzamenti battling with Flanagan. Breakers got to get the puck out of the zone. Carter Thornton for Trey Fisher. Fisher lifts it out, looking for Thornton, and it's turned over again. Here's Ryan Hunter staying on side, shoots one, and never got all the way through. Veilleux paddles it ahead. Thornton gets it to Spinelli. Spinelli over to Thornton across the blue line. Carter Thornton outside the circle to the middle for Veilleux. Veilleux guides it for Flanagan. Back to Veilleux. Columbus is at full strength. Fresh out of the box is Colton. Spinelli, look what I found. Too good to be true. And now 3-on-1 for the Dragons. Hunter's shot, save made by Borodkin. Veilleux up into the skates of Thornton. Thornton holds. Thornton closes in. And his shot blocked down by Josh Colton over on the far side. Brody Thornton maneuvers by Carter Thornton. Up ahead for Hunter. Hunter with Christo at his back, drop pass, more scores. Just as the power play had expired, Columbus capitalizes on some tired Breaker legs, goes back the other way and pots one. It's 3-0 Dragons. Certainly felt like the Breakers were just on the cusp of finding the back of the net. But Columbus does not miss a beat. Fresh off the kill, they come back and score again. Shots are 8-7 Breakers in the period, but Columbus with the only one that counts in the middle frame. Gellerman looked to move to his backhand. Gellerman finagles it down low. And now back come the Dragons the other way. Gellerman chips it ahead. Bartlett run into the wall. Hunter off of Demi Christo. Kyle Moore with his 14th of the season, second of the contest, making it 3-0. Sent out of the zone, Texmo kicked it back in, delayed offside. Christo gives off to Roti. Mullins. Saucer stretch pass for Hugo Koch, who carries it over the line. Drops for Roti. Tugs it along with him. Below the end line, searching for a passing lane. Banks it out to Flanagan. Flanagan fumbled the shot, and now here comes Columbus. Borodkin out of his cage, plays it for Christo. That could have been trouble. Stoya, nice touch pass for Koch. Glove down, 2-on-1 for the Breakers. Drop pass for Stoya. Stoya spins one in the middle. Rody will pick it up off the wall. He takes a big thundering hit from Scott Doherty. 6'5", 230 Scott Doherty, that is. Welcome to the Fed. Doherty back the other way, runs into Flanagan. Flanagan looked to draw a call as Doherty plays it to the middle for Pizzamenti. Out for Balkwill. Into the skates of Doherty. Carter Thornton carries it the other way. Thornton with a burst of speed, looking to get around Pizzamenti. His quick shot goes wide. Now nice move by Gellerman to the middle. Stoya, turn and shoot. And Roy with a reactionary save. 2:09 to go. And that will take us into our final media timeout of the period. Still, the River Dragons make it 3-0, courtesy of Kyle Moore.
Fly in for a daiquiri that scores every time. Mile High Daiquiris is an aviation-themed daiquiri shop and the official daiquiri of the Biloxi Breakers. Open 7 days a week and offering 15 refreshing flavors, jello shots, beer, and even a non-alcoholic daiquiri. They supply mobile daiquiris for weddings, birthday parties, and events. Only 4.6 miles west of the Mississippi Coast Coliseum. Grab your crew and come try the best daiquiris on the Gulf Coast where flavor takes flight. Become a frequent flyer at 1107 Cowan Road, Suite B, Gulfport.
And we welcome you back. Scott Doherty was assessed a 2-minute call. Him and Thornton were barking a little bit. It's an unsportsmanlike conduct call against Scott Doherty. And so the big power forward heads to the box, loading up another walk-ons power play for your Breakers. Back underway. Breakers will just about complete the frame on the man advantage unless they're able to score a goal. Storjohn, quick shot into the chest of Borodkin and held with 1:59 to go. Face-off set to come. Shots are 25-20 in favor of the River Dragons. In the frame, 9-8 Breakers. This is the third walk-ons power play for the Breakers here tonight. All three of them have come in the second period. They could really use a goal right about now. This is a game that feels like they can win. Koch back down low, funky bounce off the wall. Pikarczyk thought it would go right, it went left. Nice hold by Bartlett at the blue line. Ref says it stayed onside. That could be a huge play. Bartlett, quick shot into the chest of Roy and held. 1:34 to go. Maybe Doherty soliciting some sort of fight with Thornton after the whistle would be why he got the unsportsmanlike. Of course, your team up 3-0. You think maybe get the crowd going a little bit more. You see Biloxi starting to tilt the ice and just did a little too much. Thornton, the veteran in his 150th FPHL game, doesn't retaliate, draws his team a power play. Good discipline hockey from Thornton. Clean win by the Breakers. Koch outside the circle, up to Stoya! In and out of the glove of Roy. Gellerman picks it up. Gellerman swings down low. Stoya off a bouncing puck. Got a good shot away, just missed the net. Pikarczyk plays it down low for Bartlett, and Gretzky's off his thought about the Michigan and then plays it out for Pikarczyk. Stoya through traffic. Ross Bartlett does have a Michigan goal in his career. That came when he was with the Watertown Wolves. Certainly paid the price for scoring that goal. Got run really hard after tucking it home. As almost gloved in by Gellerman, but the Breakers will have to reset. Stoya up ahead. Bartlett, one touch for Koch. Koch back over to the far side for for Veilleux. Veilleux fumbling it for a moment. Now back for Stoya. On to Hugo Koch. Koch down low for Bartlett. Sent back up for Stoya. He sends it in on goal, and it's saved by Roy. Carter Thornton able to keep the zone alive with the help of Veilleux. Thornton's pass way offline. As the final 5 seconds of the power play, Bartlett faked the shot, now centers one. Didn't get through, another delayed call coming. And it looks like Columbus is going to go again here with 6 seconds remaining as Anton Borodkin was darting to the bench. And Ryan Hunter being sent off to the box. So the Breakers drawing all kinds of power play time here, but still unable to do anything with it just yet. They've had their looks, now just got to cash in. Not sure what this could be for. Hunter is for high sticking, 2 minutes. Ross Bartlett might have been on the receiving end of that one once again. He's got his helmet off, looking to make some changes over on the bench. Gellerman will take the draw, maybe one last shot for Biloxi. Stoya has it at the point, across Koch, one-timer, blew up on him and goes wide. Gellerman centers, Rhodey there, and the horn sounds with still 1:54 to go on the minor penalty against Ryan Hunter. Breakers trail 3-0 as they will head off to the locker room looking to make some adjustments. Shots 25-23 in favor of the Dragons, but the Breakers outshoot Columbus in the period by a total of 12-8. A good hockey game nonetheless, just need the Breakers to crack the score sheet. We'll take a break, step aside, and be back in a few moments. Xavier Charbonneau with the final part of his interview coming up on Breaker Banner. Don't go anywhere. It's our Coastal Prince second intermission report.
So closing out your time in Tottenham, do you feel that your confidence was at an all-time high in that season? Like coming off being named the best defensive forward, you had 78 points, so you're over a 2-point-a-game guy at that point. Do you think your confidence was at an all-time high heading into now your pro career, or where did you see yourself mentally heading into this season?
I was really confident, but at the same time, I know the game. I know how it is. You came as a rookie on a pro camp. You need to make your spot not by your talent, but yeah, how you work on the ice, your attitude on the ice and everything. So yes, I was confident on my game, but I wasn't like just putting all my chance on my talent. I really want to show that I had a work ethic, a great work ethic, and I was a gamer, and I had my spot to play in that team.
So what was training camp like? I mean, we have to go all the way back to Lafayette. Like I said, you're one of 7 guys remaining from that training camp, and one of only 5 playing in the lineup, or you're not even in the lineup right now. There's, Conway just got put on season-ending IR, include him. Garrett Johnson, of course, has been here since day one. So like, there's only like 3 or 4 active skaters from that training camp team. But what was that experience like for you personally? And after you get all the way through it and get to opening weekend on the roster, did you feel yourself take a breath a bit? What was the emotions that you felt finally being, you signed a pro contract, but now you're actually going to play for the team?
Yeah, for sure. It's really fun. It's take off a weight off your shoulder for sure. But you still have to make your spot. You're in a pro team. You need to be always prepare mentally and prepare physically to play at your best level, because you never know what happened on a pro hockey team. Business is business. Sometimes in hockey your spot can take it off like this, a snap. So I was like in the mindset, I was really happy and everything, but my mindset was still, I need to prove myself there.
Injuries have also been a frustrating theme, not only this season, but throughout your career. So Your first one was a concussion, and that was when you were, if I remember correctly, it was Rex Moe. He retired after this fight with you, but that was your first pro fight, and that's a guy that's, I think, 6'3" to 6'5", 230 to 50 pounds. Like, he was a tough customer to challenge you for your first pro fight. What do you remember about that, if anything at all? And do you think that kind of was your welcome to the Fed moment, and after that you were able to really hit the ground and play a physical game?
For sure it was a good welcome to the Fed. For sure it was, but the feeling, it happened so fast.
Yeah.
It was just like...
He kind of just jumped. He didn't really give you too much of an option.
I didn't have the option. I needed to protect myself, in that situation, and I said, sorry for the curse, but I said I need to protect myself and just go all in. And it was scary at first. When I opened my eyes and I see it was Rex Moe, I was like, maybe I'm dead today.
Yeah, but little did he know that would actually be the last time he was on the ice. Like, he retired after that because it was another concussion for him. You guys kind of both took each other out. I think in hindsight, you probably both go back and maybe let that one go. So you could have not had to go on IR and he could still be playing. But anyways, yeah, that was quite the welcome to the Fed moment.
For sure, it will be a great story to tell when I will be older.
But yeah, wow, what a time that was. I remember being like, oh my goodness, I can't believe that's the first one he's going to get.
Everybody was shook.
Yeah, but then finally you get back off the IR against the Topeka Scarecrows. You score your first professional goal, and I remember we manifested it the night before. We said it's going to happen tomorrow because you'd had a bunch of chances and just were snake bitten. But finally you're able to score that goal in Topeka, and it was in a wind, which is even better, of course. What was it like scoring that goal?
It was really, that was maybe the biggest weight that I take it off of my shoulder this year. I was shaking. It was like unbelievable. I didn't believe at first I scored, but it was so fun to see all the guys so happy on the bench. The guys, they were so happy for me because they seen me work for it all year long before that, and it was just like such a relief.
Yeah. Yeah, it was pretty awesome to be able, because I felt that same thing. Like, we knew how hard you had worked, and to see it finally go in, I was like, oh my God, celebroo! It was great. But yeah, so you get 2 goals, 5 assists now in your time with the Breakers. But we already touched upon the fact you're just one of 7 guys remaining from camp. How are your relationships with your teammates? You've had a lot of them through your time here in Biloxi, but how are your relationships? You got one of your close roommates, Lucas Bikarchek, our new captain. Let's actually talk about him for a sec. Seeing him named captain, what do you think about that decision?
I was really happy for him. He deserves it. He works hard. He's a great guy on the ice, outside the ice. And I think we cannot make a better choice. You don't see it maybe right now, but he's a great captain and he will be a great captain. He was shook when he knew it was him, but he will be a great captain. I think we cannot make a better choice than him.
Yeah, it's really excited for Pies. The only guy left standing from the Seawolves last time that now went through training camp, even though there's now Bartlett and Stoya and Cox that have come back. But yeah, I'm really excited for Pies and excited to see what the Breakers can do in this new era. But what's your injury timeline, and can you tell us how much you know? What are you allowed to say? I know the fans want to know. There's a few comments. They're like, we want to know when he's off. So
it's really tough to say right now, but I will try to be on the ice as soon as possible. I want to play again, and it's just some sort of like not sure. I need to speak with doctors a little bit, and I've been on the ice, so I've tried to practice, and it went well. So it can be a little relief for all the fans. I will probably play again. But I cannot say when exactly.
Okay. Favorite thing in Biloxi off the ice? What are some things you like to do when you're not on the ice at the Coliseum?
Probably play pickleball. I know Pies when he did the podcast, he said, but we're still playing, and now we're teammates. Back in the day, we were against, but now we join our forces, and we do well. Or just hanging out with the boys, you know. It's such a good temperature here. It's always sunny.
It's a lot different, yeah.
It's a lot different than Quebec right now. So I enjoyed.
Back
I take
home
it
for
all
me,
in.
2 feet of snow at home. I don't know. I would imagine in Quebec that it's the same way, but yeah, 2 feet of snow back home for me and 65 degrees down here. You really can't beat it playing pro hockey. But do you see Biloxi as a place that you'll play in future seasons? Do you see yourself coming back here, or do you maybe want to go overseas and explore that? Where do you see that?
For sure, I can see me play here again. That's for sure. I love playing here. It's such a great place to be. It had so much potential to be a great culture of hockey here, and a great hockey team, a great place, great fans, and everything. So for sure, I see myself play here again. But like I was saying, back in my head, I still have like the little goal to go overseas.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see what offer I got and everything, but
Definitely open to it.
Definitely.
Awesome. And as I like to leave it with everybody, your message to the fans.
I will say, come support us. It's such a game changer when you're all there cheering for us. And I hope I can play for you again soon. But I can promise you that I will be back.
Awesome. Well, that's Xavier Charbonneau. Great interview with him. Sharbs, it's been a long time coming, but we finally got you on here, and it's over. How you feeling now that you got it? I know you've been dodging bullets. Every Tuesday I come looking for him, and he's hiding from me, but you got through it, and you did great. You did great. But happy to have you on. That's Xavier Charbonneau. Excited to see him from his return on IR whenever we get lucky enough to see that. But Sharbs, thanks so much for joining me.
Thank you.
All right. I'll be right back to wrap this thing up on episode 28 of Breaker Banter.
Strength isn't built in a single race. It's earned, mile after mile, pedal after pedal, step after step. The same endurance that drives athletes to the finish line fuels the steady hands and sharp focus required in surgery. It's about resilience, precision, and commitment, in competition and in the operating room. Because true performance means showing up with excellence, no matter the arena.
Looking for non-stop fun? Sky Zone Biloxi at the Edgewater Mall is the place to be. Jump off wall-to-wall trampolines, dunk on the basketball court, or conquer the warrior course. Sky Zone Biloxi truly has something for everyone. And now, you can celebrate big with our newly upgraded birthday party packages to make their special day unforgettable. Get ready to jump, play, and soar higher than ever at Sky Zone Biloxi.
Looking for your next ride? Get more at Matt Bowers Hyundai Gulfport. Every new Hyundai comes with Matt's lifetime powertrain warranty on top of Hyundai's America's Best warranty and owner assurance. No one on the coast offers more, so why go anywhere else? Visit us today during the Getaway Sales event happening now just off Lorraine Road north of I-10. Official sponsor of your Biloxi Breakers.
Shop smart, buy local. Matt Bowers Hyundai Gulfport.
Ben & Jerry's is serving up true ice cream euphoria inside the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino in Biloxi. You're sure to find your new favorite among more than 34 flavors. Let us scoop yours in one of our freshly baked waffle cones. Ben & Jerry's at Hard Rock Hotel and Casino Biloxi, where euphoria awaits.
Fly in for a daiquiri that scores every time. Mile High Daiquiris is an aviation-themed daiquiri shop and the official daiquiri of the Biloxi Breakers. Open 7 days a week and offering 15 refreshing flavors, jello shots, beer, and even a non-alcoholic daiquiri. They supply mobile daiquiris for weddings, birthday parties, and events. Only 4.6 miles west of the Mississippi Coast Coliseum. Grab your crew and come try the best daiquiris on the Gulf Coast where flavor takes flight. Become a frequent flyer at 1107 Cowan Road, Suite B, Gulfport.
At Superior Optical Lab, we're proud to be certified as a service-disabled, veteran-owned small business and to provide quality eyewear to veterans to whom we all owe our freedom. Thank you for your service.
Recharge your body. Reset your mind. Revive your spirit. At Revive and Thrive, every detail is designed to elevate your recovery and well-being. Unwind in our serene salt therapy room and float suite. Awaken your senses with the benefits of cold water immersion. Then, step into a custom-built sauna featuring soft Himalayan salt lighting for athletes, adventurers, and anyone ready to unlock the power of recovery. Discover the difference at reviveandthrivems.com.
Coastal Prints is a brand new business on the coast specializing in screen printing, embroidery, and promotional items. Being local and with 30 plus years of experience, Coastal Prints carries all the hottest clothing brands and thousands of promotional items. Uniforms, workwear, hats, drinkware, coolers, tchotchkes, and much more. Coastal Prints will make your brand and logo stand out. Come see the new showroom on Seaway Road in Gulfport or visit coastalprints.com or call 228-COASTAL.
The Mississippi Gulf Coast is where community and teamwork come together, on and off the ice. Foshi Residential is proud to support the Biloxi Breakers as they bring the heat to the rink this season. Foshi Residential manages 3 unique apartment communities along the coast, each offering modern finishes, resort-style amenities, and a location that puts coastal living right at your doorstep. Ready to find your community? Visit foshiresidential.com/Biloxi Breakers for more information.
Every new Hyundai from Matt Bowers comes with Matt's lifetime warranty included. That's in addition to Hyundai's America's Best Warranty, a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty, and Hyundai Owner Assurance. You get both warranties, making a new Hyundai from Matt Bowers an excellent value. Come visit us today during the Getaway Sales event at our new showroom just off Lorraine Road north of I-10 in Gulfport.
Shop smart. Buy local. Matt Bowers Hyundai, Gulfport.
When injury knocks you out, Bienvo Orthopedic Specialists will be there for you every step of the way. We are here to get you back in the game, back in motion, back to your life. Our elite team of orthopedic specialists will work side by side with you, educating you about your treatment plan, utilizing advanced technology, and providing you with a successful path to recovery. Bienvo Orthopedic Specialists. We will get you back.
When things heat up, you don't just want a cold one. You want the coldest one. The cold lagered, cold filtered, cold packaged one. Mountain Cold Refreshment. Coors Light. Choose chill.
Hello out there, we're on the air. It's hockey night tonight. Tension grows, the whistle blows, and the puck goes down the ice. The goalie jumps and the players bump and the fans all go insane. Someone roars, Bobby scores. That's a good old hockey game. Oh, the good old hockey game is the best game you can name. And the best game you can name is the good old hockey game. Where players dash and skates a flash, the home team trails behind. But they grab the puck and go bursting up and they're down across the line. They storm the crease like bumblebees. They travel like a burning flame. We see them slide the puck inside. It's a good old hockey game.
And we welcome you back out of our Coastal Prince at the Edgewater, our Coastal Prince second intermission for our Half Shell Oyster House third period. Let's take a quick look at our game summary up until this point. The Breakers trail 3-0. Kyle Moore has scored 34 seconds into the game, and at 15:58 in the second is 13th and 14th. And Tyler Barrow with his 32nd at 16:32 in the first period are the 3 goals for the River Dragons. Anton Borodkin, 22 saves. Tyler Roy with 23 of his own. He does have 1 shutout on the season, trying to double that total here tonight. Scored 3-0 Dragons. Shots are 25-23 Columbus. They're 0 for 2 on the power play, but they've held the Breakers to 0 for 4. 8 penalty minutes versus 4. Still no fights between these two teams. Crowd is certainly charged up and ready to go here. That PD and Blue Ridge game certainly not disappointing. 2-2 in the middle frame out of Hitachi Energy Arena. Some other good scores around the league, but nothing too surprising. Ryan Hunter will begin the period in the box. It's a walk-ons power play to begin. So we said the Breakers are 0 for 4, but to be fair, they only had 6 seconds on that 4th attempt. But for the moment, we penned it in. Hopefully a little jinx will change things. Here's Hugo Koch through the neutral zone. Koch has it knifed away and sent out. Stoya not on his horse. Borodkin will have to come out and play it. Gellerman coils back down in his own end. Now Koch has it taken away by Jemayev, but the Breakers win a puck battle. Here's Pikarczyk over the blue line. Pikarczyk back for Koch. He maneuvers away with a spinorama from the defense. Mike Wynn ties up Pikarczyk. Now down into the corner. Quick shot through traffic. Might have been deflected on its way in from Hugo Koch and goes wide. Another 50 seconds to go on the Hunter minor for high sticking. Into the skates of Kyle Moore, who's on hat-trick watch. He will slowly take some more time off the clock before sending it down the 200 feet. Minute 20 gone by here in period number 3. Here's Don Heaven Veilleux leading the charge up the far side. Veilleux centers for Spinelli. Spinelli looking back for Carter Thornton. Thornton back up top of the key. Spinelli shot in and out of the pads of Tyler Roy. Tyler Roy, as I mentioned, 1 shutout this season. That came over a month ago, when him and Babin each had a shutout in back-to-back weekends. Dragons are back to full strength. The Breakers officially fall to 0 for 4 on the walk-ons power play. 3-0 Dragons here. Couple minutes gone by. Here's Trey Fisher, the assistant captain for the Breakers. Sauces ahead to the tape of Veilleux. Cross ice, Demi Christo shot into the glove of Roy and out for a moment. And at 17:46, another face-off set to come. A little bit of pushing and shoving after the whistle. Good crowd here in Columbus tonight. They have been loud and into the game. Announced at 3,702. Last weekend, they had Georges Larocque, former NHLer, 49 years old, played over 800 NHL games. I believe that's the number. But he suited up for the River Dragons on their military appreciation weekend. And they had a sellout of over 7,500 here in the Civic Center. What a sight it was, but the PD Ice Cats going on to win that one in overtime. Led by Brendan Colgan in his Ice Cats debut. Shots are 25 a pop between the Dragons and the Breakers. They had Ric Flair on the video board for a moment. The fans will echo their own call. Wickline, near side, up ahead for Tyler Barrow. He pedals through center. Barrow out for Wickline, closing in. Centers one, couple funny caroms, and eventually spits out to Demi Christo. Stoya, bank pass ahead for Hugo Koch, uses the body to create some space, and the linesman will say offside. So the draw will come to the dot just outside the blue line once again. and other scores around the league. If you're returning to us after the intermission and did not have a chance to see our score bug, Port Huron leads Indiana 4-0 on the road. Port Huron certainly excited to play the Sentinels after the way things unfolded, but Ryan Glazer, of course, who was suspended 8 games for kicking Reggie Millette. Here's Bartlett's quick shot off the glove of Roy. Was just traded to the Zydeco before those two teams met again and just activated off his suspension. Twin City up 5-4 over Watertown in the third. Binghamton leads Danbury 5-0 in the second out in Connecticut. 2-2 PD and Blue Ridge in the middle chapter, and Topeka on top of Baton Rouge 2-0 in the second as well. Somero, who hasn't had much ice time tonight, especially after the way he performed against Biloxi last time he played them. Bartlett shimmies to his left, now coils out to the point, looking for some room, can't find it, and will shimmy it back down low for Carter Thornton. Thornton takes the pressure. Bartlett runs into Thornton. And now Wickline to work the other way. A 3-on-2 for the Dragons. Gets it out to Joel Texmo, mishandled. Pizzamenti will go track it down, and Trey Fisher plays it up, but not out. Pizzamenti pops it over the stick of Spinelli. Gets to Josh Colton, who's shot right into the chest of Anton Borodkin with 15:46 to go. Another face-off coming. And now Joel Texmo, Carter Thornton with some words. Fans want to see some fireworks here. Not sure they're going to get it just yet. Both skaters appear to be lining up for the ensuing draw. Could have come then. Carter Thornton in game number 150. Talking with Joel, who doesn't seem to want a part of it. Let's see what we get here. And once again, we'll continue to play hockey. Mullins dropped for Fisher. Fisher around the wall. Thornton hindered by the linesman for a moment. Now here's Veilleux with Mike Wynn wrapping him up. Nice pass by Veilleux for Fisher. His shot is held by Roy with 15 and a half to go. Nice save by Tyler Roy that time. Fisher walking right from the point down through the slot and just ripped it right into the chest. Stoya Pikarczyk cocks the line for Charlie Penn's group. Coach Bichard on the other side counters with the Jamaev line. Centering Kyle Moore and Ryan Hunter. Hunter can't get it out on the backhand attempt. Nice play on the forecheck by Stoya. Spins one on goal. Save made by Roy. Pikarczyk in the corner. Gets it to Stoya. Looking to chip it out to the point. Mullins, tenacious effort, wins the battle and gets it back to Matt Stoya. Stoya around for Don Heaven Veilleux. He coils through the logo at center. Veilleux to work over the blue line. That's Koch rather. And his shot whistles off the window, and they're going to say went out of play. 14:53 to go. We go to our first media timeout of the third period. Breakers still trail by 3.
Strength isn't built in a single race. It's earned, mile after mile, pedal after pedal, step after step. The same endurance that drives athletes to the finish line fuels the steady hands and sharp focus required in surgery. It's about resilience, precision, and commitment, in competition and in the operating room. Because true performance means showing up with excellence, no matter the arena.
Cowbells are going here in the Civic Center. Dragons with a 3-0 lead, 14:53 to go in our Half-Shell Oyster House third period. Stoya and Jemayev will do it this time. Jemayev wins it and goes down below the end line. Pikarczyk, strong forecheck, able to force an errant pass that Spinelli tried to throw on goal and was taken away. Hunter, nice move by Christo at the blue line. Diving effort from Koch, breaks up Hunter's route. Now Hunter back in control, backhand feed, snapped away by Stoya. He flips it way up into the air for Koch to go chase. Underwood around the wall. Jemayev stood up by Matt Stoya. Can't quite get by him. Bouncing puck at the blue line. Almost cleared. Spinelli back the other way. Spinelli on his forehand just missed the net on the blocker's side. Good opportunity for Brendan Spinelli there. Mullins across for Pikarczyk. 6 minutes gone by here, period number 3. Shots are all locked up at 26 a pop. Bartlett takes a hit from Hunter. And looked like Bartlett had a few words for him. Flanagan up ahead to Bartlett, who redirects it through his legs ahead for Veilleux. Bartlett on the forecheck. It's going to be Cody Wickline in game number 200 for himself. Out to Justin Samuro. Now here come the Dragons again. Storjahan receives the pass and wraps it around the dasher in deep. Up ahead on goal, just missed on the blocker side of Borodkin. Storjahan's shot redirected in front by Wickline and now goes down into the corner. Back up to center ice. Stopped down by the Dragons. Samuro into the skates of Gellerman. Gellerman goes down after an edge bit. And Ross Bartlett the other way. Bartlett hits the brakes, shimmies through the far circle, finds Veilleux, his shot into the chest of Royan Held. 12:53 to go. All but 4 of the Breakers' losses this season, so 34 losses total. All but 4 of them have come when an opponent has scored 5 or more goals. Right now, Columbus has scored just 3. So the Breakers are playing a favorable game for themselves. They just haven't had the offense here tonight. Scored 4 goals on Saturday against Blue Ridge, 3 on Sunday against Blue Ridge. They've had the opportunities tonight, just not a lot of puck luck, and they're now out shooting Columbus. Quick shot, Rhodey, glove. As he's tipped over after the fact. Nice save made by Roy. Shots are 28-26 Breakers. But yeah, they're playing to a favorable style of game for themselves. They're just struggling to hit the back of the net here tonight, and that's been the difference, but an encouraging sign going into tomorrow. Of course, 7 o'clock puck drop, country night. Breakers will be in specialty uniforms tomorrow for country night. Nice hit by Christo and a Pizzamenti over on the far wall. Here's Samuro. Drop for Gelvin, who missed the net. Up ahead, Brody Thornton will bang it down low. Funky bounce off the wall. Fisher will settle. Looks like Fisher's in more of a defensive role as well. He stretches it out for Carter Thornton. Thornton shoots and he missed the net. Tried to go with a forehand finish and then he's run down hard into the corner. Thornton clutching his ribs as he heads to the bench. Here's Doherty with a heavy shot. Pinballing through the crease. And now here we go end to end. Keep an eye on Thornton. He's down on the bench, but able to get off on his own. Around the wall, here's Mullins with it now. Mullins. D-to-D pass, and then the shot goes wide from Flanagan. But yeah, 7 o'clock country night tomorrow. River Dragons and Breakers, their final of 9 meetings. Colton's shot. Save made by Anton Borodkin. Koch pedals his way through center. Looked to make a move to the middle. Poked away. Pikarczyk took a swat at it. Finds its way back to Jemayev. 2-on-2 charge with Kyle Moore. Speared away in transition. Here's Hugo Koch. Stop and start. gets closed off by a couple Dragons and then runs into Mike Wynn. Mike Wynn, first game back off IR, as we mentioned. Stoya forces a quick turnover in tight, but it's recollected by Columbus. Final 10:50 to go in period number 3. Spinelli out to the point for Stoya. Jemayev throws it in the direction of Borodkin, goes well wide. Koch to the near side for Spinelli. He avoids a check and breaks it out to Pikarczyk. Pikarczyk over the line. On goal, and Roy casually takes that one with exactly 10.5 minutes to go. Another face-off set to come. Shots are 30-28 Breakers. They trail 3-0 on the scoreboard. They've played well tonight. Just can't find that big one. 6-4, Twin City leads Watertown in the third period. Twin City's about 3 or 4 wins away from knocking the Biloxi Breakers out of the playoff race officially. So Breakers fans are Watertown Wolves fans tonight, willing a comeback over in Winston-Salem. Port Huron leads Indiana 5-0 in the third on the road. PD and Blue Ridge still locked up at 2 in the third period. 5-0 Binghamton on top of Danbury in the third, and Baton Rouge on the board, making it 2-1 in the second period against Topeka. Moore doing it himself. Here's Kyle Moore through the defensive Flanagan for the hat trick. Tripped up. Fans all want to call, and every ref's arm stays in its pocket. Anton Borodkin may have played the puck first, in which case it would not be a call, but I don't know. That looked pretty condemning to the naked eye. Somehow we stay even strength. Brody Thornton knocked away by Rhodey. And now the refs beginning to hear the taunts from the faithful here in Columbus. Nice turnover created for Gellerman. He will ladle it out of the zone. Breakers will get a change. Thornton back out for another shift. Nice to see that he's not too hurt. Barrow on his backhand. Slows and drops. Big save made by a sliding Anton Borodkin with 9:08 to go. Anton Borodkin's been exceptional tonight. 26 saves, giving his team a chance. We'll be back in a moment to Biloxi.
When injury knocks you out, Bienvo Orthopedic Specialists will be there for you every step of the way. We are here to get you back in the game, back in motion, back to your life. Our elite team of orthopedic specialists will work side by side with you, educating you about your treatment plan, utilizing advanced technology, and providing you with a successful path to recovery. Bienville Orthopedic Specialists. We will get you back.
Nothing Dragons with 9:08 to go here in the third period. Fisher and Wickline on the draw. Fisher, another breaker nearing a milestone. He's close to 90 games in his FPHL career. Another shot and a glove save made by Anton Borodkin with 9:01 to go. Fisher playing in game number 88, so towards the last couple weeks of the season, he will hit that 100-game marker. Recently named the assistant captain for Biloxi. Off the face-off, quick shot. Had some weight on it by Storjahan. Spinelli all the way around the wall. Turned over, Barrow in front. Borodkin, a made save, and then Trey Fisher with a whirling effort comes up big for his goaltender to keep it a 3-0 game. Out of the zone, 2-on-1 brewing for the Breakers. Here's Rhodey. Forced the pass across to Thornton. He had a 3-on-2 brewing. And then Rhodey tips over Wickline, and here come the Dragons the other way. Barrow across for Storjahan. Christo, good gap control. Makes a nice play, and he'll wind around his own goal and play it out to center. He goes out for a change as the puck comes in deep. Fans getting a little restless with the officiating. They haven't had a power play in quite some time, but not sure if there was anything on that last shift. Maybe a toe pick down in the corner by Columbus. Inside 8 minutes to play in regulation time. Do the Breakers have a crazy comeback in their bag? Shots 32-30 in favor of the Dragons. Scott Doherty back to work the other way. Doherty, backhand feed, taken by Stoya, and Hugo Koch will stop and start the rush. Across for Flanagan. Flanagan, the Michigan Dearborn former college player at the ACHA level, wraps it around to his captain Pikarczyk. Stoya for Mullins at the point. And it's sent back out once again. Tyler Roy, 7 minutes away from his second shot out of the air. Stoya snaps one into the glove of Roy and then goes to say hello to his former goaltender. 7 minutes and 7 seconds left to play, period number 3. My name's Devin Dobek, along with you on Breakers TV. Happy to have you joining us for FPHL action. Game number 41. Can you believe it? Just 15 more games to go after tonight. 7 at home and 8 on the road. As Veilleux trying to kick it into the goal. That would have counted. That's a new rule. You can kick it into the goal. As now some pushing and shoving. Fans trying to get into it. Eye of the Tiger comes in through the speakers. Little good gamesmanship there. And Gellerman and Doherty continuing to jaw with one another. Galvin and Bartlett this time. Bartlett a clean win, but Spinelli not on the same page with Christo on who was going to pick up the puck. Doherty sends it ahead, and it's an offside with Joel Texmo and Doherty getting a little too eager across the line. Gellerman still out there with Bartlett on the wing now, and Veilleux outside as well. So some line changing from Charlie Pence. .6:54 to go in the third. I believe they took a couple extra seconds off the clock there. And so they will throw them back on. And now we're having some, I'm not sure what's going on, some clock issues. Shots are 32-31 Dragons. Breakers out shooting them again here in period 3. Borodkin, bad giveaway to Texmo down below the end line. Spinelli runs Texmo into the wall. They convene. Bartlett tipped over by Galvin, and now Spinelli with Veilleux ahead. Had the pass a little too late. Now back in front. Spinelli was darting towards the goal. Bartlett, nice keep at the blue line. Bartlett shoots one. A no-look shot that goes wide. And now we have a tie-up back the other way. It's Wynn and Veilleux getting untangled. Nice play by Trey Fisher, who's then taken down. Breakers are going to head back to the power play as Doherty runs through Trey Fisher, who's finally back up to his feet. Delayed call coming. Balkwill bounces it out to the line. Doherty touches up, and Thornton doesn't seem too thrilled. Blair Patakin is in the house here in Columbus, sitting in the owner's box with Jeff Krupp, the COO of the River Dragons. traded for Chewette Blacksmith, who's now in Biloxi. Not sure when Chewy will be making his debut, but excited for it. Former OHL standout, now with the Breakers here, 81 games under his belt. It is a 2-minute penalty assessed to Joel Texmo for tripping. Now a turnover. Stoya locked up with more. Crowd wants an offsetting call. Will they get it? Here comes Columbus in tight. Jemayev spins around and a save made. Fans are really giving it to the officials right now. Catching our clock up for you. It's back to work. It's dumped on in towards Borodkin. It's a tripping call against Joel Texmo. Jemayev in the corner, being harassed by Stoya. And now Stoya back in control of it. It's the 5th walk-ons power play for the Breakers tonight. They are 0 for 4 on their previous attempts. Here's Hugo Koch looking to go right around Brody Thornton. Stoya, little too nonchalant, trying to glove it down, and a shorthanded opportunity. Couple shakes, and Borodkin with a big save on one of the league's best, Ryan Hunter. Averaging a goal a game, has been silent here tonight. 30 goals in 30 games for Hunter. Borodkin just stopped it from improving to 31-31. 4.5 minutes to go in regulation. Another 35 on the penalty to Joel Texmo. Fisher gives it away to Pizzamenti. Up ahead for Ryan Hunter. Drop for Pizzamenti. 3-on-2 for the Dragons, shorthanded. Samaro's shot. Blocker save Borodkin. He's got 31 of those tonight. Thornton for Spinelli. Spinelli across the line. Drops back for Fisher. Fisher holds and goes down low for Spinelli once more. Flanagan calling for it. One touch back for Spinelli. Down low to Fisher. Bouncing puck blew up on him, and Pizzamenti will take control of it. Here comes Joel Texmo fresh out of the box. Texmo around the diving Flanagan. Solid effort from Flanagan. Pass got through and offline. 3:40 to go in regulation. Spinelli didn't like that contact as that puck goes off the side of the goal. Flanagan makes another big save as Borodkin will cover, and we go to our final media timeout. 3:32 to go. And Veilleux locked up with a Dragon. Now Pizzamenti and Thornton doing the same. As everybody latches on, we will step aside. Veilleux's going to go to the box when we return.
When you think Nissan, think Matt Bowers Nissan d'Iberville, where every new Nissan comes with Matt's lifetime powertrain warranty included. And to keep your new Nissan running well, there's never an appointment needed for express service in our service department. Just stop by for routine maintenance like oil changes, brakes, tires, and batteries. Matt Bowers Nissan is proud to call the coast our home and is proud to sponsor your Biloxi Breakers.
Shop smart. Buy local. Matt Bowers Nissan, South Mississippi, d'Iberville.
Looking for non-stop fun? Sky Zone Biloxi at the Edgewater Mall is the place to be. Jump off wall-to-wall trampolines, dunk on the basketball court, or conquer the warrior course. Sky Zone Biloxi truly has something for everyone. And now, you can celebrate big with our newly upgraded birthday party packages to make their special day unforgettable. Get ready to jump, play, and soar higher than ever at Sky Zone Biloxi.
Joel Texmo also sent to the box. He almost got kicked out for banging his stick. Texmo was given a roughing penalty. Veilleux a trip. So we'll skate 4-on-4. But yeah, he was banging his stick on the glass, and the official, like a disgruntled father, gave him the point and then the no more, or else you're out of this game. And Texmo quieted right up. You don't want to end your night that way. Spinelli through the neutral zone, knocked away, over to Colton. 2-on-1, back the other way. Here's Barrow and Wickline. Barrow shot, he scores. Tyler Barrow with his second of the night, his 33rd of the season to lead all scorers. Fires that one under the blocker of Anton Borodkin. And it's 4-0 Dragons. .316 to go. Haven't seen much of Barrow as of late, but he makes his presence felt pretty quickly there with a beautiful snapshot right under the blocker of Borodkin, who's been good tonight. Shots are 35-31 Dragons. Borodkin 31 saves. Here's Wickline. Mullins door-to-door with him. Barrow on hat-trick watch now as well with Kyle Moore. Colton through the near circle. Dives down low. Barrow picks it back up at the blue line and instead will skate it back out. Roy will chip it out to the corner. I'm not sure if this play's still alive. Everybody looked like the puck was frozen for a moment. And finally we play on. Here comes Storjahan. Atop the circle, sends it down low. Borodkin, a big glove save. In front again, another huge save. Reactionary from Borodkin with 2:33 to go. Anton Borodkin with a couple more to add to what's been a night filled with highlights for himself. Again, one last reminder, tomorrow night you want to see these two teams go at it, especially as things get a little chippier. 7 o'clock country night tomorrow night at Breaker Bay. The 7th to last home game for the Breakers. Specialty jersey auction and country music all night long. Come out and join us. We look forward to having you. Around the league, 6-0 Danbury. Petey's in front 3-2 now. Topeka still up 2-1. Port Huron leads 5-0 over the Sentinels, and it's 7-6 Twin City over Watertown for the moment. As Koch with a nice drive to the net now gets locked up by Kirk Underwood. .45 seconds to go on the matching minor penalties between Veyu and Joel Texmo. Hugo Koch will take this draw. Up against Alex Storjahan. It's a clean win, and Nathan Balkwill will chip it back out. Pikarczyk hit shoulder to shoulder by Balkwill, who then spins him down, got a piece of his helmet as well. Underwood hits the brakes behind his own goal. Inside 2 minutes to play. Fisher got run up high by Balkwill, who ran through the contact. Now a nice feed from Christo. Cross ice for Spinelli. Spinelli drops for Fisher. Fisher lost a handle and blows an edge down into the corner. Someone lost a mitten as it's being returned back to the bench. Final 90 seconds in the hockey game. We'll get going here. Storjahan slams into Mullins. Breakers playing with 4D tonight, and they've really stepped up, put together a solid outing, limiting Columbus to just 37 shots tonight. Spinelli misses the net there. Borodkin's been great as well. Fisher slings it down low once again. Nice forecheck from Rhodey. An encouraging debut for Al Rhodey. Had some chances, made a couple mistakes. Definitely a lot to be excited about with this new kid out of Riviera. Stoya drops back for Flanagan. Rhodey back to work in the offensive zone. Looking to the middle. Pass intended for Stoya, cut off. Doherty over the blue line. Across for Galvin. Into the corner he goes. Galvin winds it back down low for Samaro. Into the middle. Stoya picks it off and wraps it around the wall. Final 25 seconds to go. Stoya knocks this one down as well. Takes a couple slashes from Galvin and plays it out for Flanagan. up ahead. Here's Rhodey having his pocket picked by Thornton. Inside 10 seconds to go. Columbus looking to chip it out one last time. Fisher pokes it to center. Christo will flip it ahead, and that will do it. The Columbus River Dragons, led by Tyler Roy in his second shutout of the season, able to knock off the Breakers by a final of 4-0. The final shot totals 37-31 in favor of Columbus. We hope that we can see you all tomorrow night at Breaker Bay, 7 o'clock puck drop, as the Breakers take on the River Dragons for the final of 9 times this season. Fun one here tonight. Breakers get shut out, but still an entertaining night of hockey. They definitely played. Not necessarily a complete 60 minutes, but the effort was there, and that's what you're looking to see from the Breakers at this point in the season. But a tough go nonetheless. It's never fun losing hockey games. These guys will turn the page into tomorrow and look to come away with a victory in front of the home crowd. On behalf of the Columbus River Dragons production team, Liam Gonimer, the voice of the River Dragons to my right. My name's Devin Dobek, the voice of the Breakers, saying so long, and always remember to live the dream.